It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
true. You do
Hey.
got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm a lie about a motive. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side fly. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as could be. You can watch on YouTube with viewing for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wondering what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM, and a happy Friday to everybody out there. Hello, Vlad. Good morning to you as you get settled in.
Good morning, Tobin.
Leroy will join us soon. He is taking care of some things, so we'll hear from our guy there as we get ready for this busy sports weekend. Don't even know what to do with my hands, dude. First of all, we had the Miami Heat last night, able to snap their losing streak. Thank God. It's only been 17 days since a Heat victory. I needed that like a fish needs water, so
Let me ask
thank you.
How happy were you last night seeing what you've been proclaiming for months, weeks, days about a certain tall young fellow out of the University of Indiana?
You mean the idea of playing your unbelievably talented 7'1" first-round pick more than just a quarter of basketball?
So, yeah, because I'm flicking through the channels. Like, there was so much to watch last night, so many great games. And I'm like, and you're watching Kel'el, and I'm like, this Tobin guy, he might know something.
Listen, I don't think I'm some kind of basketball savant. I think in the words of Eric Spoelstra, I probably have what he refers to as the untrained eye. But I don't know, dude. Something tells me that you should have that guy out there. He seems to make more good things happen than bad things. And I would like him to no longer be kept in a box. He needs to play. He needs to play 30 or more minutes. There's no reason to not. And I got to be honest with you, this whole him and Bam shouldn't start together. You could give me the metrics. You could say, oh, it's not as good defensively as I want it to be. I thought this was a winning organization. They're 7-3 when Bam and Kel'el start together. What are we doing? And by the way, Bam yesterday, who was going up against his sneaky nemesis and Nick Claxton, got him into foul trouble. Bam had a game where he had more than 3 fouls all season, and he just got so annoyed with Nick Claxton, as he always does. He just shoved him, lost his cool, and then got his 5th foul. And so Kel'el Ware kind of closed the show for the Heat in a very non-threatening fourth quarter, especially the second half, because the Heat were getting a parade to the free throw line. But listen, Vlad, it doesn't have to be so hard all the time. This doesn't have to be. It's no disrespect to anybody else. Doesn't have to be so hard all the time. Like, let's just have him out there. He is.
But isn't it the Heat way? It can never be easy. It's all about the journey.
I guess.
It's all about the progression.
But this feels like it should be easy. Like,
it's right,
he's
sense.
Okay. Every once in a while, somebody will blow past him and they'll score. But you want to know something? He also had 4 blocks. He also had a ton of putback. These are all things that are important for this team. Feels like to me, not the perfect player. He's 21 years old, but the good far outweighs the bad. That's all I'm saying. And that's all I've been saying. But thankfully, they got a win. They're back at it tonight, taking on the Boston Celtics as we continue our headlines. Brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. Kel'el Ware yesterday, 22 points, 12 rebounds, 4 blocks. Norman Powell with another hot start. He had 24 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. And Jaime Jaquez Jr. got it going yesterday, 19 points, off the bench. Everybody else really struggled offensively. But we did get to see the debut of one Kasparas Jakucionis, which I was also anticipating. And he gave a nice little stint in the first half of this game, made his first shot, his only shot, a 3-ball. So he is officially on the NBA board. He got the game ball after yesterday. So good for Kasparas. The Heat, they will take on the Boston Celtics tonight. And that game will get going tonight at 7 o'clock from TD Garden. Boston is a 6.5-point favorite on the second night of a back-to-back.
Is Powell playing?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure. It was crazy. You know what happened in the midst of yesterday's game? The Nets also have a Powell. And so game ops messed up, and they told everybody on the Heat that Norman Powell was done for the game. So Norman Powell comes out. He goes 4 for 4. He puts up like 15 points immediately. But we knew that he came in with the calf soreness. And so they're like, you get one of those reports during a game, hey, Norman Powell went back to the locker room. He's done for the game, ankle injury. And we're just like, what? I didn't even see him twist his ankle. What happened? And they also have what the hell is their Powell's name? Their Powell is Drake Powell, I think.
Drake.
I think it's Drake. Drake Powell. He got hurt, not Norman Powell. So he was out of the game because Norman Powell then just comes in and Eric Green's like, yeah, we were just giving bad information. So he was fine. He was fine. We'll keep an eye on the injury report. I'm not sure, but the wrong Powell. They took him out yesterday. Norman Powell was able to finish the game and had a half-court heave yesterday at the end. It wasn't even like a heave. He kind of like just one-legged runner the entire way, which was kind of cool. And was very impressive. Was very impressive to see what he was able to do. But the win yesterday was definitely much needed. The Panthers are back in action tonight. They've been playing some hot hockey right now. They are taking on the Carolina Hurricanes, and that gets going at 7 o'clock. You'll be able to hear that on AM 560 tonight as the Cats welcome in Carolina, who, of course, Rob Brindamore and Paul Maurice. A little beef there, a little frostiness from the conference finals last year. Brindamore didn't like Paul Maurice's rules for not shaking hands. He's like, you should shake hands. And Paul Maurice is just like, you're just doing that for attention. And so there's a little bit of little frostiness as we get this game going tonight. And of course, tonight there will be boots on the ground for this heavyweight fight at the Kaseya Center. Jake Paul takes on Anthony Joshua. We'll see. I honestly, I feel like my gut's pretty good on this. I really, really think we're going to see something nasty tonight. Like I'm genuinely worried for Jake Paul tonight. I'm genuinely worried for Jake Paul tonight. And I've told you, I've been right on most of these fights with him, except for the second Tyron Woodley fight. I definitely did not see that knockout coming from Jake Paul. But I think he bit off more than he can chew here. And I think that this is a lot of yes men around him. I think it's all him being a little sick in the head. And I don't think this is going to go well for him tonight. And people are wondering about fixed fight. Nah, don't think so. The only way I see it being fixed is if like Jake Paul does like a troll job where he takes like one shot and then falls down and that's it.
Joshua's 243.
Yeah.
That would be like his regular fighting weight, wouldn't it?
It's actually the leanest he's been in a while. So it's back to like the Usyk the Usyk fight weight.
So like he's literally in boxing shape.
Oh, he's good. Yeah, he's been in camp because this is the thing. He's been saying that like he was going to do a tune-up fight 2 weeks ago in Saudi Arabia. He was doing it Royal Rumble style. So it's not, and he's been training with Usyk's people. So it's not like he hasn't been training. He's not catching him like a fat cat. So that's why Vlad, I'm genuinely worried for Jake Paul tonight. I am. And then people may think, I know a lot of people don't think it's on the up and up. That's fine. I give Jake Paul the credit for the cojones grandes, like he definitely has got some big ones, some big plums. But them plums can't get you out of the way of that 1-2. So we'll see, dude. I mean, I hope his head's on a swivel because I kind of feel like Anthony Joshua was going to take about 90 seconds and then obliterate him. But We'll see. We shall see tonight. And then, of course, the Canes. They will be in action tomorrow. We got coverage here on your flagship for Miami Hurricanes football. 8 o'clock countdown to kickoff to get you ready for the high noon showdown from College Station, the Canes and Texas A&M to start off the CFP. Action actually starts tonight. You got Alabama and Oklahoma. So we got that for you as well. And then a crazy Thursday night football game last night between the Seahawks and Rams.
Told you those Thursday night games.
That was an incredible game. I was once I was done with the heat, I flipped that one on and saw the kicker miss it, Mevis, and then like that second that overtime, I was like, oh man, they gotta go win the division, so they're gonna go for it. That was crazy. They had that weird 2-point conversion that tied it up. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was a little confused by that.
It was a backward pass, and the ball was still live.
And he just picked it up.
Charbonnet, being smart, went, touched it, picked it up over the goal line. 2-point conversion.
It was weird. I was just like, huh?
The Rams this season, I think all the games they've lost, they've been like by 3 points or less, and some of the weirdest games. They lost to the Eagles, missed field goal. Missed game-winning field goal that ended up being a blocked field goal that was returned for a touchdown. So Philly covered on the last play of the game. They lost to Carolina. That was a weird game. And then last night, you got a 16-point lead in the fourth quarter. They couldn't stop Puka.
It was crazy. The numbers yesterday. This was your final from Matthew Stafford. I don't know if fantasy is even still going on. Maybe it's championship week.
And it's semifinals week.
Semifinals week. This was what Matthew Stafford, if you had him as your quarterback, 29 of 49, 457 yards, 3 touchdowns. Puka Nacua.
I went against him.
You went against Puka Nacua?
Yeah, in the semifinals. He dropped a lot of points. 12
catches, 225 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
That is all while shrouded in controversy too.
I know.
Oh man. But Sam Darnold got it after a rocky start. He rallied and ends up winning it for Seattle 38-37. They now have the lead in that division. They're 12-3.
They control their fate.
Yep. It was man, crazy. What a performance last night. We'll take a break here on the show. Lots to get to. We're back with more after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Miami Heat coming off a win. You got Miami Dolphins taking on Cincinnati this week. Game day uncensored is going to come your way 9 a.m. as Solana and I get you ready for Quinn Ewers' first NFL start. Let's get it rocking, everybody. We're super excited. Super excited for that. Omar Kelly, Chris Perkins, of course, will join us as always to get you ready for this performance at Hard Rock Stadium. They're wearing the throwbacks. That was kind of like, remember when the Heat last year just out of nowhere, they're just like, hey, guys, Vice uniforms are back. The year was going terrible. Jimmy was doing whatever he wanted. And then they were just like, man, what should we do? Vice uniforms. I'm like, all right, I do like those. And now this year, it's like, you know what, guys? I know we're out of the playoffs. Throwbacks. They're back. Throwback week.
I mean, it's a perfect time. You got a new quarterback starting. Throwback. People want to get it. You know, they want Ewers to be good.
They do. They do.
They want that to happen. So, yeah.
It would be nice. It would be nice for him to go out there and show a little something. I have no other options next year. So they would like him to go out there and do something. Last night after Thursday Night Football, Ryan Fitzpatrick, who of course Tua took his job from him, seemed a little too gleeful to declare the Tua Tagovailoa era over. This was Amazon Prime Thursday Night Football last night.
All right, Fitz, you just heard what Ian had to say. What does the future look like, in your opinion, for Tua?
Well, you know, with these things, I'm always curious on who makes that decision. Is this a Stephen Ross decision? Is this coming from the very top, or is this a Mike McDaniel decision? And you heard him say there, Mike McDaniel thinks Quinn Ewers gives him the best chance to win. That's just an indictment on Tua to say, you are no longer the best quarterback on our roster. We don't believe in you. You can't come back from this. And time in Miami is over. It's done. Now, the problem is, what are we going to do with that contract? Are we going to try to trade him? And like Brock Osweiler got traded with a second-round pick, like maybe something like that could happen. But there's huge financial implications here. But Tua's time in Miami is done.
Huge is the opposite word. So much money.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, of course.
Wait. Where did you find the glee? Where did you hear the glee? That man broke it down as accurate as anybody can.
You could hear the beard smiling through the sound.
That was no beard smiling.
He was gleeful. He goes, oh, he was so happy. He goes,
Tobin,
oh, well.
No, he wasn't. He broke it down like an analyst, like a player who's been around this type of situation.
Very chipper.
There was no chipper. There was
chipper.
no glee.
He goes, oh well.
There was no glee.
Should have stuck with me. I would have kept the reins going, but you guys wanted to go with old Tua all those years.
You know who's looking prophetic right now? Juan Flores.
Yeah, he did. I mean, the thing with Flores, and I say I think it's two things. Like Brian Flores, I didn't think deserved to get fired. I still don't think he handled his quarterback well. Like,
yes.
The idea that he was basically, had him on the outs and frosty the entire time that he was here, not exactly a great thing either. We saw that, that's not the best way to go about those things, especially when you don't really have options. I mean, the guy he wanted to go after was Deshaun Watson. How much of a disaster would that have been? I mean, the only contract in the league that's probably worse than Tua's right now is Deshaun Watson. So, yes and no. Like, was he right that Tua wasn't the franchise guy? Yeah, I mean, I guess that turned out to be right. But should he have gone about it a better way? Yeah, he probably should have. And was his solution a good idea? No. Because the one that he didn't want also was Tom Brady. He said he was washed. He could have been sitting here with another ring if he would have gone down that route.
But he also wanted Jordan Love.
Well, that's what they say. Here's the thing, though. I always find that
Justin
stuff.
Herbert.
This is the thing that I find convenient, Vlad. When picks go awry, right?
Oh, it's always, yeah.
Everybody had a different idea in that room. So I'm to believe that Brian Flores, the coach, and the general manager, who basically has lived his career by like, I do whatever my coaches want. That's what I do. Nothing is my decision. I'm to believe that Brian Flores was so skeptical of this guy as a prospect that they went against his wishes in the draft room. I got to tell you, I've been sold that for many a year. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. And also, I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
So you don't buy it.
I don't buy it.
Okay.
Doesn't, look, sometimes, maybe he got the QB ick as soon as he got there. Too small. Maybe didn't think he worked hard enough. Too much golfy golf for Tua. Okay. Immature. Coming off injuries. I understand the concerns.
No, because
but this idea that he came in there, because mind you, if he was so against, Tua, he's like, you go back to Fitzpatrick here. They were above 500, or they were 500 when they benched. I think they were above 500 when they benched Ryan Fitzpatrick.
They were.
You hated him so much as a prospect. That's the decision you made. I'm skeptical of it. That's all I'm saying. I'm skeptical of it. I'm not saying that he didn't get turned off by it, because apparently by the end of it, Brian Flores hated everybody in the building. But I don't know. There's just something about me. I know that's been thrown out there. I know it's been leaked. I know it's been 100 which ways. My thing is, in an organization, that the idea that they were going to go, the coach who was so against the prospect that they were going to stick him with that when they went through a terrible year, I go no sale on that. There are things that Brian Flores got screwed on, for sure. Getting fired with a winning record amongst them. But that, to me, doesn't pass the smell test.
If you think about it, all the quarterbacks in that draft.
Yeah, he's doing the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's not even a question. Still rich, though. Very rich.
They all are, but
But no, he's fine. Well, the thing that's disappointing about him is there's the fall off. Like there was a time, man, I remember being at the Eagles joint practices where they were like, they were all fawning, all the media there fawning over Tua, and like, this just Jalen Hurts sucks, And, now he's been to 2 Super Bowls. I know Jalen Hurts isn't the perfect quarterback, but dude's a winner. And this has been an unbelievable fall off. An unbelievable fall off for Tua. Richard Sherman said yesterday that they should just send Tua home.
You're going to have to trade 2 first-round picks with him to have a chance.
Did anybody take that deal?
Oh,
Nobody's taking that deal.
Nobody's taking that deal, and it's insanity. And didn't they already get rid of the GM, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, Chris Greer's gone.
They got rid of Chris Greer, so you can't say it's on the GM. If it came from ownership, hey, that's on you. But this is historic, because it was already rumblings when they drafted him over Herbert. That's been a conversation for a really long time, and everybody wondered how that would go. This happening, this is a decision that gets everybody questioned.
And what are we doing now that he's third string? Is he playing scout team safety?
You send him home. It's just a distraction to have him here. I'm sure he's a good teammate. I'm sure he'll want to be around and just keep supporting the guys, but I kind of feel like you got to send him home.
I agree.
Damn, they want to banish him, dude.
He can't really play practice. He can't play practice squad.
No,
he can't be a scout team.
You just get him ready. That's all. Just have him there. He's. I don't think Tua's a malcontent. Tua's not happy, but it's not like he threw a tantrum about it publicly. He took it on the. First of all, the one thing you can say Tua's got experience in, he's got experience in an organization not believing in him as quarterback. Like, he was up there being like, I don't not feel wanted. So he's got some reps on that. He's got some reps. I don't think they're going to send him home. This isn't a situation where they're like, we can't have him here. It's too much. It's too much. He's a distraction. It's weird. This isn't a Jimmy Butler situation. We're like, hey, we're benching you for Haywood Highsmith. Sorry. So I don't think that's going to happen. But it is it's a bad contract situation. There's no doubt about that. The idea that the Dolphins are going to find a taker for him, for sure they're going to have to attach something, I'd imagine. And then you got to wonder, like,
oh, you're going to have to pay.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you're going to have to throw in a pick with that.
For sure. You're going to have to take some on the chin, and you're going to probably have to be like, hey, do you want this? And then we'll see what Tua becomes out of that. Does he have a comeback story in him? I don't know. I don't know if he does. But I do agree with Fitz, where he's like, yeah, this is over. There's not really a coming back from this. This idea that because what's Tua going to do all off season? We're going to get to OTAs, and he's probably not going to even show up to anything that's not mandatory.
He's going to be in the greatest shape of his life in 26.
We'll see.
Because that's what old Leroy has been saying. Leroy's been saying that he didn't believe he came into this camp in shape.
Well, if there was something from the Dolphins that wanted him to take it easy so he didn't get hurt again because he had the hip, or if that was a Tua decision, you don't know. But if he doesn't feel like he liked the Dolphins plan this year, yeah, that could be a possibility. Because now you're literally playing with house money. So you can go basically figure it all out and see if you can find him. I really wouldn't be that surprised if he did. If he had that desire in him, I wouldn't be shocked. I think we've seen Tua have very, very impressive games. This guy hasn't been this year's been a disaster, and he's looked like a bum, but he hasn't been that always. So if he got, called in a situation that was more fortified, I wouldn't be that surprised. That will he go win a Super Bowl or do any real winning? I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes that next retread that finds a home and then is like looking pretty decent. And you're like, oh yeah, the guy was the number 5 overall pick. Look at Sam Darnold last night.
Sam.
What?
I mean,
that one hurts, huh?
No, it doesn't hurt.
A little bit.
No. Sam's gonna Sam. Sam yesterday last
night.
Oh,
it's a Jekyll and Hyde thing with him,
it was
for sure.
The Shaheed saved their season. I mean, that punt return really saved them.
Yeah, it was.
Sam, I knew Daniel Jones was going to Daniel Jones. It's going to happen.
But he did need something like that because I felt like people were losing a little bit of faith, and so to get a win like that against your division rival to take the lead, big one. Hello, Leroy.
What's up?
How are you, man?
Fat ass kicker lost me money.
Oh, Mevis?
Yeah.
I knew you. You were the first person I thought about when he was lining up. He looks.
He took that.
What's the line? Wasn't it Seahawks by 1.5?
Yeah, but I took the money line.
Oh.
I had over what's his name? The Rams quarterback over 237.5. Stafford. I had the Rams, and I had
Nakua.
No. Hold on, I got it. And then I had it was just like everything was just like easy.
Were you at the Hard Rock? You got an old school betting slip?
I thought he had a slip.
No.
At the Hard Rock last night? You playing a little pie gal?
No. No, but it's
I like a betting slip, dude. I do miss the betting slip. Something about it.
That's why I love Vegas.
Go right to that cashier.
Go right to and the over. I had the over the Rams and Matthew Stafford over 237.5.
Man, yeah. So that
wasn't a given that if he hits that field goal, they still win the game. There was still time left.
I tell you what, but the energy would have got sucked out of that building a little bit instead of everybody feeling alive and fist pumping on.
I gotta tell you, it was a pretty Goosey's ending. Like they were going when he got up there and he gets the 2-point conversion and he's like got everybody around him and he's like that was cool. That was a cool moment. It was really, really fun. So, we'll that's
about redheads at quarterback. They just look weird, right? He just has that look. I can't explain it.
But we got him, we got Red Rifle and Sonny Jurgensen.
Who's still playing.
Todd Marinovich he was the robo quarterback.
Oh.
No, dude, no lie. So here's the story. When we played against them in the Rose Bowl.
Yep.
And they go, he don't eat fast food, he don't drink. And we were like, then why is this dude at the Red Lion? Which is a popular club out, down there. And
they were selling you a bill of goods on him?
Oh, yeah. But they say his dad was like.
Oh, his dad was the ultimate sports parent.
Yeah.
Anal.
I think that kills athletes more than anything. Like what
burnout?
Just the parents, the weight that their parents put on them. My dad only had one rule. He said, football's every day. If you start, you finish, end of discussion. So when you say yes, you commit to it. That's it.
We'll take a break here on the program. Your Miami Heat win last night. We'll lay out a little 15 minutes of Heat next. Bum, bum. Welcome back, everybody. 15 minutes of heat here for you. Brought to you by the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models for a limited time. Learn more at Lexus.com. Your final score last night, Miami Heat, 106-95 win over the Brooklyn Nets.
Was it a little close for comfort?
Not really. I thought that the fourth quarter was pretty good in hand. I was a little annoyed about them taking the lead in the fourth, but I never felt like it. It never had that feeling like, oh, this is slipping away. You know, it was one of those.
They chucked up a lot of threes.
Exactly what I was going to say. Like, they're just chucking up a lot of threes, and they had some weird rebounds, so it got annoying. But no, I very much enjoyed the game because it's a crazy thing, Leroy. I like seeing the most exciting player on the team play a lot of minutes. I know it's a crazy concept, but I enjoy that, and I like watching him be taller than everybody else because you want to know what's fun? Dunks are fun, and I like big alley-oops and giant blocks.
Glad.
That's fun.
Oh, intangible speaking,
dude.
On our side, we call that Tuesday.
Oh, get out of here. Listen, intangibles, not intangibles. 7'1" flying through the air is fun. So what was strange to you? You liked Kasparas Jakucionis'
one shot
handles?
One shot, the sweet handles. I just think for some reason I'm drawn to him because of his length. He just looks a little lengthier at the point guard position.
Yeah, he's got some good size to him.
And he's scrappy. So I think he's gonna end up being more along the lines of like Jaime, right? Like he's gonna be able to maneuver in the paint. He's got a better shot than Jaime, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He's been known to turn the ball over, so maybe he can fix that as Sioux Falls.
Those G League games, he got a little willy-nilly with the basketball, that's for sure. But look, I think the thing that's tough for him is on this team, there's actually an argument because Davion Mitchell and Drew Smith are just tremendous for this team and the defense that they bring. And I think that they're just a little far ahead on running the offense.
Can we get Drew Smith to work on his shooting? He's so laissez-faire about shooting the ball, right?
He's got a weird.
He needs to train with Frog Boy.
Right.
That little side thing that he does.
Yeah, like he just turns to the side and second of all, why is he ever that wide open? That he can go ahead on and take his little time and do it how he want to do it.
I don't know. I don't think maybe they don't think it's a threat. But the thing that I like about him is he'll just do this thing where guys just handle it and he just does the and he just pokes the ball out and the guy goes and scrambles and he's already stolen the ball. Right. He's he really that was a great injection of energy yesterday.
The Heat have kind of a dilemma in that if they want to put stoppers in the game, they can put guys in there that can stop them on the defensive side of defensive end, but they might not score. Right? Mm-hmm. And you could always see it. It'll be interesting to see when Tyler gets back how this is all going to play out because I still have,
they're fair questions. I mean, they're fair questions. Here's the thing that has to happen because I am tired of this argument with the how the Bam and Ware lineup works together. You're 7-3 starting it. What else needs to be said? I thought
right. The most important thing is winning, right?
Right.
And that's why I have literally just in all sports have grown tired of analytics because as a coach, you got to know your squad. You got to look at the game being played and analytics be damned. You are the coach. You are the person that's best in the situation to be able to read all these things and win that game. It might be different tomorrow, right? Analytics may play more of a role tomorrow, but for today, it's like when we watched Ohio State and Indiana. The score is 10-13. Why are you going for it on 4th down when scoring has been a premium? You kick the field goal and tie the game. Like, that's analytics says go for it. But we watching a 10-13 game, and as getting a feel for the game, you're like, these points ain't gonna just come back. We ain't gonna get another opportunity. So yeah, it's a fine line between looking at a book and letting a book decide your future versus you being supposedly the expert in that situation and determine it. It comes with Kel'el and Bam. Yeah, maybe your defensive rating ain't right, or maybe this isn't right. But you're watching these games and you go, we look better.
Yep.
So what part of that plays a role in it versus looking at a whole bunch of numbers with a whole bunch of coaches whispering in your ear about analytics?
100%. And you know, I think it makes life easier on Bam as well. So I don't know what we're doing. Seems like it should be right there. By the way, heat up for the holidays. Buy 2 tickets for the price of 1. Got an offer starting at just $55. For more details, visit heat.com/holiday offers. If you need a stocking stuffer, get into the holidays. We're in the midst of Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah to everybody out there. Eric Spoelstra last night. This is what he had to say on Kel'el Ware and his poise.
Well, there was an attention to detail, a competitive spirit tonight. And sometimes, with that group, that's what it has to be. If we play bigger, sometimes it's just getting your head under the rim and being in position, to have those putbacks and lobs. Wiggs got him up for a lob in the first half. He's gotten a lot better open spaces, making those extra efforts, on the glass, and then being more detailed with his effort, in pick and roll basketball, which obviously is a big thing in this league. But everybody was encouraged by the game that he had tonight.
Man, fix your connection, Brooklyn.
I mean, if we're like, and him saying we're encouraged,
and
the next game he may play 10 minutes. Encouraged about what? Because what's funny about all of this? And Spo is one of the best in the league, so I'm not. Let's just say that. But the next game, when Kel'el plays 10 or 15 minutes, he'll come out and say, well, the game played out that way.
Or it's not an indictment.
Right. And so I'm like, why do you pick and choose when to do this?
Feels like an indictment.
You know what I mean? Because then when Kel'el doesn't play and he plays 15 minutes, but he has a good 15 minutes, he goes, well, that situation the analytics showed. And he just like, we use analytics to make our point. We don't use analytics to either go by them or we don't use that. And a lot of coaches do that. They go to a stupid book over coaching your damn team.
Like the
coach them up.
Dodge Toboggan just says in the chat, remember that Russian dude who owned the Nets? Good times.
Prokhorov.
Prokhorov.
Yeah.
He was like, I will pay however much I want.
And then he was gone.
And then he's like,
give Spo a -1 for fraudulence.
Wow.
Wow.
Jeez.
But it's just,
-1.
It just seems like, you said, hey, the Heat are 7-3, with Kel'el and Bam starting. So that means if they played 100 games, my analytics say they'd be 70-30.
I just think that, whenever Tyler does get back, first of all, he's getting a lot of foot injuries all of a sudden. Well, not all of a sudden. He's had the foot injuries. Now he's got the toe thing. You got to decide between Wiggins and Tyler. Like, someone's got to come off the bench. You got to keep starting those guys. I'm sorry. You got to pick one.
If you had to pick, you would pick Tyler starting. If I had to pick, I'd pick Wiggins.
No,
I think you would put Tyler on.
I think I'm putting. I think I'm at the point where he's got to come off the bench now, and I think that now the Heat, it's enough with, like, hey, you're doing right by him. Like, first of all, let's get the foot right. Like if he's not being able to hold up, then they should limit his minutes. Victor Wembanyama's coming off the bench right now. Like they should. And if he gets to a point where he's cooking and he looks right, then okay, we can switch it up. We can talk about it as the season goes on. But I just think that this is the best look for the Heat to start games. It is. Yeah. And, we'll see it again tonight because I don't think Tyler's playing against Boston. But, this is another one where like Boston, you should rock out there and see what Kel'el's got. I keep doing this. This is what Kel'el had to say after his performance yesterday with 22, 12, and 4 blocks.
I mean, I wouldn't say that's satisfying to see my teammate go out like that, but I feel like it wasn't. I feel like really that much of a big step up. He had an absence, in the season already, so I feel like I had to step up that way. So I just kind of just treated it the same way.
That was him on going in for Bam, who had 5 fouls yesterday because he hates Nick Claxton like poison.
Everybody has that guy.
He hates.
You know who my guy is. Everybody have that guy, Vlad. Everybody.
I like Nick Claxton as a player.
Who's your guy?
Oh, the spitter.
Oh, Romo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. LeBron's Dylan Brooks.
It's just because like Claxton's he does those things. Like he's very lanky and he does those like grabs under the arms. But you'll watch him and you can just tell Bam is like, I really dislike going against you. You're really annoying. Not that he has it's not that he's never had good games against him. It's not that he's like the most dominant, because I was talking about this yesterday on Twitter and people like, well, what about like Wendell Carter? What about, I'm not saying there's not better guys against Bam. I'm saying this guy gets under his skin. He irritates him. Speaking of irritants, did you see Dylan Brooks yesterday punch Steph Curry right in the stomach?
Yes.
What?
He punched him right in he was closing out for 3. He whiffed, and then he winds back up and goes whoop-ah, right in Steph Curry's tummy. And Steph Curry's like laying on the ground. This guy's a maniac.
What did he get? Nothing?
I don't even know. What did he get? Did he get kicked out, Vlad?
He got a flagrant one. He got a flagrant one.
So he's new. He's new Draymond.
He's just remained Dylan Brooks. He's just Dylan Brooks. They was 96-91. They missed a 3, but because he caused that flagrant foul, Curry hit 2 free throws, and then Jimmy hits the game-tying 3-pointer.
And so this is 2 games out of 3 that he's done this?
This is a second game in a row. In the waning seconds, he's done something. In the final seconds, he's done something stupid against the faces of the league to draw a flagrant foul and help the teams, then help that the other team, the visiting team, win the game because of those free throws.
He's a good player. Like, why doesn't somebody tell him?
He did that with LeBron. He did that with LeBron on, I believe, Monday night.
Yes, I remember. And then him and LeBron were going crazy at each other. I mean, we've known he hates LeBron. I don't know who hates Steph Curry. That's crazy. I think he's just a dirty player. But it's just, but like you're gonna go the sweet angel of the league, Steph Curry, punching him in the stomach. It's like punching a puppy.
And they made
right. It is and even if you hate Steph, you would say, you know what, he's so sweet. Right? Even if you don't like Steph.
If you see it made no sense. Like he went for a closeout, right?
Yeah.
And he's landing. So Steph already shot the ball. He missed. And then he just, while he's landing, he decides, oh, there's that sweet puppy. Poof. And
he's just a maniac. He can't, and like they're a decent team this year, the Suns. He's like, he's bringing that intensity, but like I think Devin Booker's gonna be like, hey man, they did win. Warriors.
It's getting nasty over there.
Got a good Jimmy game, but Steph, sorry, Steph for Curry.
Hey, you think Steph getting tired of Jimmy?
No, I think they're both getting tired of Draymond.
Really?
That's what the vibes look like.
Steph said he misses Clay.
He sees all the TikToks with him and Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah. Aisha probably wants to hang out with Meg. That's why.
She seems like a good time on Love Island. We'll take a break.
He made a 3. He don't even shoot threes.
Nick Saban lays down some accusations at Texas A&M as we are on the eve of Canes and Aggies. As the CFP gets going, we'll take a break. More to come. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 right here on the show. Get to our headlines this hour, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. We got an action-packed night here. You got the Heat. They're taking on the Celtics at 7 o'clock. You got the Panthers taking on the Carolina Hurricanes at 7 o'clock. And then, of course, tonight from the Kaseya Center, Jake Paul against Anthony Joshua. You going to tune in for that, Leroy?
I think I'm going to watch it. Again,
Rookie Lou.
I'm more interested in seeing if it's legit, right? Because my question is, can we actually be shocked at not that Jake Paul wins, but just how he fights, right? Like, could he put up some resistance? Because I can't see, like, he's been fighting old, broke down boxers. And now he going against a 2-time heavyweight champ that's still fighting.
It's too much.
Right. Like baby steps.
Too much.
So,
appreciate the stones on him, but
this isn't stones.
I'm sure he's going to get paid handsomely, but I think it's a dangerous thing that's going to happen tonight. So that's that. So excited though. We'll see what the atmosphere is like for that one. And then tomorrow.
You think there's gonna be a lot of Astron?
Yes. Boxing.
Brings a lot of ass.
Ladies dressed to the nines to go to fights. I've been to the airport convention center, and the ladies are dressing up for the fights. You know.
So we're gonna get some Brits, or we gonna get some?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
We're gonna get some rowdy Brits.
I don't know. I don't think we got like a Ricky Hatton situation. Like I don't think there's like going to be a marching band there for AJ because I mean he's massive over there, but he's not. He's only fought in America once, and it was an embarrassing loss. That's the thing is people are like, oh. Do you think he's going to take him out? I'm like, do you remember what the reaction was when he lost to Andy Ruiz, who was a legitimate fighter?
Right.
Very crazy upset. And but people mocked the holy hell out of him for losing to the fat guy.
I have a question.
Although that fat guy got some good feet.
I have a question about that fat guy.
What's up?
Why when he was boxing, he was fat? Now that he's not boxing anymore, he's in great shape.
Don't know.
Have you seen Andy Ruiz? Leroy?
Yeah, it looks really good.
No, I haven't seen him lately.
Leroy, he looks like he looked like he's in the shape that he should have been when he was boxing.
And I don't understand why he doesn't really fight that much anymore. But
he's in the best shape of his life.
I don't know, but that's one of those guys. Like he's always gonna have that moment. You know, he's always gonna have that moment, and everybody was really happy for him. It was crazy, obliterated AJ.
Who had a better moment, him or Buster Douglas?
Oh, Buster Douglas Buster Douglas was in Japan. So like it was one of these things. I don't think anybody even thought it was a possibility.
Might think, yeah. But
that's one of those things where you just talk about the biggest upsets in sports. Everybody thinks Buster Douglas. It's like it's
right.
I don't think the Andy Ruiz knockout is synonymous with that.
But if you think of Mike Tyson's career and how it unfolded, right? It was coming. Do you look at it as just being Buster Douglas was just Johnny on the spot?
Well, he was super motivated on that too because his mother died before that fight, right? He was like he was in one of those modes where he was training because Andrew Ruiz, one of the things with him is you talk about the discipline, like he was fresh off of a fight to go into that AJ fight. And I forgot who he replaced. Was it Parker he replaced? AJ was supposed to fight somebody else for that last square ground fight. So he stepped in and he was in shape. He was in good shape. For the rematch, he wasn't. You could just see like he partied his ass off being the champion of the world.
But I like in being around football, you see bad bodies with incredible athletic ability. And Ruiz, that dude had some good feet.
Good feet, good hands.
Good feet, good hands.
Jarrell Miller.
That's right. Jarrell Miller popped. That's a cheeseburger. He popped for PEDs, and so they went to Ruiz.
Oh, so they went they went from the pill popper to the
Yeah.
to the pie eater. I get it.
So yeah, so I don't like this is the first time he's fought in America since then. I don't know if that's like I don't know if that's had the draw because I'll tell you like it was rumored the Tank fight wasn't selling that great, and Tank sells. So I don't know if this is a Jake Paul thing or what, like why this isn't selling to the level it is.
You
Because
know
I don't.
what? The crazy thing about it is, especially in boxing, Brit's only selling Brit.
I mean, like Ricky Hatton came over here and was a monster, like so, and can bring a fan base.
You got some. I mean,
and it's an East
besides
Coast.
all the crazy people we saw with Connor, holy smokes!
Oh yeah, all the Irish people that came over here.
Oh my goodness!
But I don't know. I don't know if it's Jake Paul fatigue. I don't know if because like, look, what was his last fight? The Tyson fight, or did he do a fight between then? Jake Paul.
I think that was the.
Was that the last thing they did? Because maybe that turned a lot of people off and they weren't into it. I'm not sure.
No, he fought Julio Cesar Chavez on June 28, 2025.
Oh yeah, and nobody cared about that.
No, nobody cared.
And nobody cared about
because
that.
See, I think if he would have had this fight 3 fights ago, right? I think the interest would have been there.
I think
but if you keep fighting all these same types of guys and we see the outcome over and over again,
right?
Then everybody just tuned out. And that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, look, ton of people will tune in tonight because it's free. It's on Netflix. It's going to get a lot of eyeballs because what else? You're going to watch the playoff game. Then you're going to flip on your Netflix. You're going to watch Jake Paul get obliterated. But paying your hard-earned money to go see this, why that hasn't necessarily translated, I don't really know. I don't have an answer for that.
I mean, Jake Paul, he might be a celebrity and the internet thinks it's sensation, but it's not like people are really going to be spending money to go see him.
I guess not. Yeah. But
well, sometimes though, Vlad, I would say this. I've been to, like, even before I started going with Tobin, I've been to some fights, and sometimes it's not even about the fight, right? Yeah, and
no
when Jake Paul first started doing it, it was the spectacle, and when you keep having the same results with the same kind of like predictable outcome, the spectacle lost its luster.
Yeah, because it's like
necessarily the fight.
I don't think it's fixed, but I think the general public feels like it's going to go one of two ways. He should either lose in 30 seconds or it's fixed. And so I don't know what that is as far as like people wanting to buy tickets to see that.
Exactly. Now, what Jake Paul also, and people don't pay attention, Jake Paul usually puts on the card has some good fights on it. So like, by the time he fights, you've had some good.
Yeah, it's a good card. It's Alicia Baumgartner's in the co-main. She's fighting 3-minute rounds, and then, I mean, you got Anderson Silva fighting Tyron Woodley, two UFC legends going at it, which should be fun. I saw Anderson Silva. I remember watching Anderson Silva at the Hard Rock when he knocked out Tito Ortiz into the ring post.
Ooh.
It was a rough watch. He's 50. Can't believe Anderson Silva's 50. Crazy. Big matchup tomorrow. Canes, Texas A&M. Nick Saban was on Pat McAfee yesterday throwing out accusations at the Aggies. This is what he had to say.
You know, I did more complaining to the SEC office. It was more than complaining that I don't really want to say on this show about this is the noisiest place. Plus, they pipe in noise.
Whoa!
Right? They pipe in noise. I mean, and you can't hear yourself think when you're playing out there. And it is a huge advantage when they play at home, especially for their defense, especially getting off the spot. Makes it really difficult for the offensive line. But the one thing that I think Miami can get under center and they can run the ball, that might be helpful to be able to settle them down from a noise standpoint. But if you have to go on silent count in this game, which you probably will, especially if you're in the gun, it's going to be a huge advantage for A&M's defense.
That was Nick Saban yesterday.
Okay. All that's fine and great. But you work and practice all year on crowd noise. And it doesn't matter how loud it is. You have signals, you have silent counts. Every team does it. So whether it's we can barely hear, keep in mind, when you go to silent count or signals, you don't know how loud it's going to be. Right? There's not, oh, it's above this amount of decibels. Let's silent count, guys. No. You go into a game preparing for it all week. So no matter how loud it is, your hand gestures or your silent count, it shouldn't matter. But I tell you what, what gets a crowd, what gets a crowd real quiet? He's right. You start ramming that football down their throat, and they go, oh no, we get manhandled. It gets real quiet.
Every fan base is this. If you can get your fan base sitting on their hands and anxious, you can take them out of it. Like there's very few
exactly.
that are going to be like raving and crazy no matter what the situation is for their team.
Correct. So it's a weird thing that him of all people would say, as much work as you put in on silent count, you work at it all year, even in camp. They'll come pipe music in to the indoor facility and make it way too loud. We in Minnesota, we used to go in the indoor facility and they would crank the music loud, disgusting loud music, not cool music for a whole practice. Even with like warm-ups, the coaches would give signals. So you got used and accustomed to playing a game and being on the field where you didn't have to talk.
I'm excited about it. I can't wait for tomorrow.
What do you think about tonight's game? Because to be honest with you, I'm like, Oklahoma's okay, right?
Alabama was beating that ass against them, except they don't turn that ball over.
Right. And Alabama, but here's the other thing. Alabama might be the worst that they've been, even though they're in the playoff. They all year they haven't been that good.
No,
they've won some games, but they haven't been that good.
They'll win.
It's kind of like the post Nick Saban version of them too. Like it doesn't feel like the consistency is quite there. Like maybe the top stuff is there, but you don't have like the letdowns seem like they're a lot more frequent ever since DeBoer's taken over.
Right.
It's only been 2 years.
It's only been 2 years.
If you ask Alabama fan.
And guess what? They said the same thing when Nick Saban took over. Because he wasn't good his first year.
They were good. They were going nuts last year because they lost to Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt's been pretty respectable the last couple of years, but they made it seem like they lost to it's not like Mario losing to Middle Tennessee.
Except for their crybaby quarterback.
Oh, yeah. He is a big baby. Pavia.
Yeah.
What
he did cry.
What's that bowl he's going? He goes, I look forward to one more ride with you guys at the Capital One Mowers Bowl. Take a break. Back after this. I don't like that the Hard Rock app's getting hip to my Carter Verhaeghe game.
Now it's like
I guess
minus.
I guess 9 goals in 11 games will do that for you. Cat's got the Carolina Hurricanes tonight as they look to keep rolling. 7 o'clock is your puck drop from Amerant Bank Arena. Then tomorrow, they got the St. Louis Blues. So, nice little homestand here for the Cats. Heater out on the road. They got Boston tonight. They got the New York Knicks coming up on Sunday. So, we got an action-packed weekend here, folks. You got both your teams in action tonight. You got the Canes tomorrow afternoon. You got the Dolphins Sunday afternoon. And you got the Heat and Knicks coming up on Sunday night. So
you think they're going to the nudie bar after the Boston game again?
Oh, the Han?
The Han.
The Han.
Oh, maybe. Maybe that's what they got.
Everybody's of legal age.
Not Kasparas. Now they got a tradition.
Is he with traveling?
He played last night.
I know. That don't mean nothing.
Oh, you're talking about Nico. Is Nico traveling?
No, I mean Kasparas.
Yeah, Kasparas is traveling. They need him. They need him. They don't have any guards. He's getting. I think he's getting a little bit of runski. Simone Fontecchio, by the way, had a nice little bounce back last night. So we'll get that all for you this weekend, and plenty of that action you'll be able to hear right here. We'll get you ready for Dolphins and Bengals and Saggio Burro. That'll get going at 1 o'clock from Hard Rock Stadium. Game Day Uncensored starts at 9 a.m. Leroy, can we get a weather update brought to us by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems? Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
Why, certainly. Let's get over to the Windowplex. It is right over where I am. It's probably mostly cloudy. But I would say it's partly cloudy in most of South Florida. Winds are coming out of the west. Hold on, I'm trying to see west, southwest, or just straight west. No, take that back.
I feel like these birds
coming out of the west, maybe northwest. Hard to see with the trees. Winds are blowing at 10 to 15 miles an hour, and I would say it's right around 80 degrees, 75 to 80 degrees. It's been breezy the last couple of days, so those of you golfing, you got to go out there and hit the little worm burner. Other than that, everything's pretty good.
81 degrees, wind is 7 miles per hour, gust 13 miles per hour, and it's blowing southwest.
Golfer.
I guess
good.
Sometimes, see, when there's a whole bunch of clouds, it's hard to see the cloud movement.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to follow like one cloud, and it's hard to tell which direction it was going. But
speaking of golf, the Myrtle Beach Bowl is going on right now. Not competitive.
Fam, what are we
What
doing?
is there, 3 people at that game?
Leroy, now these are 3 people.
Mom and them,
right? It's Myrtle Beach at 11 a.m. Who's going to Myrtle Beach?
Why
South Carolina?
Isn't it chilly up there?
Yes. It's 21-0, by the way.
Who's
Western
playing?
Michigan.
Western Michigan against Kennesaw State.
And Western Michigan's up big.
Wait, they're both. Isn't Kennesaw State in Michigan too? From Michigan?
I don't know. I guess. I mean,
I think so.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
Where?
It's not off to a great start. Have you ever golfed at Myrtle Beach? Isn't that like a big golf spot?
Yeah.
Golf spot. What's that? What's that?
South Carolina.
No. Yeah. What's it called? The golf course.
I don't know.
Oh, it's in Georgia.
No, it's in Georgia. They said.
Yeah, because there's a city in Kennesaw. No, see, Smithy, Kennesaw is in Atlanta. You idiot. There's a Kennesaw, Michigan. So sorry, buddy. That I thought maybe it was there.
I thought that was maybe it was. I thought it was next to Zach Sealer's school.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Wait, here, Kennesaw, Michigan.
It's all right, dude. We don't need to.
Who cares about it?
We believe you. We believe you.
We don't
It's
care
not
about
important.
this bowl game. We don't care about it.
It's not important. But yes, right now Myrtle Beach Bowl is it's a runaway right now. There's a lot of people on the sidelines.
I'm upset. I didn't know there was a game at 11 a.m. I would have started gambling. But
There's a lot of This is a degenerate's paradise. They're like, what action we get tonight?
no, but there's another game at 2 p.m. So this is a degenerate day. You have a lot of gambling to do.
Oh, so this is the home of the Chanticleers? Is that where they play? Coastal Carolina?
I would believe so.
Oh, all right.
So they're gonna do
Oh yeah, there's nobody at that
You
game.
see that?
There's nobody at that game. They just showed the crowd. There's nobody there.
yeah. So they basically gonna they're basically going to have football games all day today, and you might recognize one or two schools.
Yep, probably.
Oh, they said 61 degrees in Myrtle Beach.
That's
still
good football weather.
We got after this the Union Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl.
In Texas?
Oh,
It's got to be in Texas, right? What do you get? What kind of gifts do you give?
let me tell you. Hold on. I'm gonna give you a little breakdown right now.
Are they going to give me a
I played
tax,
in 2 different bowls. I played in 3 Rose Bowls, and I played in the Hall of Fame game against Alabama.
That was down here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What
Let
did
me
you
tell you something about that Hall of Fame package.
Nothing.
Not the same.
I
Couple of $100, couple of T-shirts, little bag,
What were you
Rose
saying?
Bowl, sweatsuit,
Wow.
shoes. You got something in your locker every day.
Well, that's Memphis and NC State. It's in Tampa. It's at Raymond James Stadium.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad. At least you get to play like a lot of these. Now, what's cool about some of it is that some of these guys get to play in stadiums that are much bigger than the ones they normally play in. Right. So, like right now, when you're talking about Tulane, and you're talking about who's the other one? James Madison. Is it James Madison?
Yeah.
They gonna play. James Madison probably play in front of 25,000. Tulane plays in front of maybe 40.
Yeah, but they're gonna go into 70,000 of raving,
At least
100,000 raving fans,
At
not of
le-
theirs,
At least.
not of theirs though. They go
I know.
into territory. So
Well,
yeah,
you have to. I think you have to have. I think 10,000, 10 to 15,000 of visitor tickets. So you'll have a nice little corner.
like nice little corner in Eugene is that's nothing.
Dude, I remember I played in the Rose Bowl
That's
against
like Where's
Arizona.
Waldo. That's like a Where's Waldo.
Yeah, I played in Arizona State. We played against Arizona State in the first Rose Bowl I went to. And the crazy thing about it is they were yelling ASU and Michigan fans were yelling Let's Go Blue. We couldn't tell who the hell anybody was cheering for. Like, man, we got a lot of fans. We go, hey, jackass, they saying ASU.
I mean, you would tell who's rooting ASU and Go Blue by the colors of their.
No. But I'm just saying, when you hear it.
Oh, I mean, I'm just saying, yeah, you're gonna hear it, but I mean, if you take a look at who's yelling, you see red and gold.
In those big bowls, in like the Rose Bowl or whatever, it's 50-50, dude.
You want some of the gifts?
It's they half the tickets go either way, and it's the Rose Bowl. Oh yeah.
What do you get for the Gasparilla?
I don't have Gasparilla. I have the Kinder's Texas Bowl and the Scooter's Coffee Frisco Bowl.
Oh,
you get a scooter?
You definitely getting coffee at the Scooter's Coffee.
Well, at Texas Bowl, players and coaches receive a personalized cowboy hat with uniform number and initials from the hat store. At the Frisco Bowl,
yeah, you might as well give it to Leroy so he can go to his Christmas party.
Hey,
you receive a similar personalized Justin Cowboy hat. It's been done every year since 2017.
That's weak sauce.
Stop making fun of my outfit.
Listen, you want to go bedazzled, or you could have your own hat named hat. It said Leroy.
I have been told that I'm gonna have fun.
Mad when you're told that you're going to have fun.
Hey, Tobin. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Keep a good disposition.
Yeah.
Wait, do you remember the Blockbuster Bowl? What did you get for the Blockbuster Bowl? Blockbuster videos? Like a year.
A card? Because you know they ain't gonna give you no movies. You got to bring them back.
Oh man, when you got that laminated Blockbuster membership card.
Oh, that was big. That was better than the library card.
All right, we'll take a break. We got week 16.
Isn't that Wayne Huizinga started that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Week 16 of the NFL season's coming on up. We'll tickle Leroy's fancy next. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to Tickle Leroy's Frontier. We'll go around the Week 16 NFL slate. Are you ready, Leroy Horde?
I am.
We'll start it off. We got NFL action on Saturday. That starts this week.
Really? All right.
Saturday, the Philadelphia Eagles at 9-5 visit the Washington Commanders. 6 o'clock, or is it 5? 5 o'clock, excuse me. Philadelphia is a 7-point road favorite. Tickle your fancy? No.
Fancy, not tickled.
You know why?
No Jaden Daniels?
Well, if you weren't going to Rhinestone Cowboy Party.
Oh, you going to Rhinestone Cowboy.
No.
Now, Leroy, if you want to leave that Rhinestone Cowboy, I have a way for you to leave.
No, because the Canes game is at 12.
No, no. After the Canes game. What if you showed them your football injuries?
I live right across the street.
They're aware.
Oh, they seen your toes.
Well, maybe while you're there, Leroy.
What are we doing?
Maybe while you're there at 8:20,
Mm-hmm.
the Green Bay Packers visit the Chicago Bears.
Ooh,
Chicago's a 1.5 point favorite. Does that game tickle your fancy?
Chicago's a favorite.
Yeah, Green Bay lost
Slight.
Micah Parsons last Sunday.
That's true.
Are you still gonna be at the party?
If you weren't at the party, would your fancy be tickled?
Yeah, because I'm like, there's a couple of teams in the league. Tell me if you agree or not. That although they're having success, you're still like, I don't know. And Chicago's one of those teams.
Very good. We go over to Sunday from Hard Rock Stadium. The Cincinnati Bengals visit Quinn Ewers and the Miami Dolphins. Cincinnati's a 4.5 point road favorite. Take your fancy, Leroy?
Yeah, I want to see what like we're.
My fancy is tickled.
The cool thing about this is, contrary to popular belief, Quinn Ewers starting when we've seen him play a little bit in the past is going to be an indictment on the coaching staff. Because if he looks like he did 3 months ago, then we can come to some kind of conclusion that what are they doing?
Yep.
Right? And so while I understand why the move is being made, and I get it, and I understand why they ain't going to Zach Wilson, who seems like he is doing absolutely nothing to play football.
He's just confused. That's what he says.
If Quinn Ewers doesn't go out there and look much better, a lot better than he did when he played in the past, then we're going to look right at the coaching staff.
Sure.
So we can say we want about Tua or Quinn or the offense or whatever. This is a test, not of Quinn Ewers, of the coaching staff and what they have done with him to this point.
Also going on at 1 o'clock, the New York Jets.
Nope.
Fancy, not tickled.
Fair enough.
Vlad fancy ain't tickled either. You ain't got.
I want them to lose.
So it's a big matchup. They're actually it's a tank game.
Yeah. How do we feel about a fan who will fight and ride or die for their team, even suggesting, I hope my team loses?
Because I want Mendoza.
I understand that, but it just seems weird to me.
Oh, I understand that. But
Okay.
yeah.
Well, it's Jets Saints, so it's a critical
Jets
one.
Saints,
It's a big one. It's a big one.
The Saints haven't been playing terrible the last few weeks.
Yes, but they're still 4-10, so
Yeah.
this would tie up the record. If the Jets win, they could blow it.
They gonna win by 40
on the road.
On the road. I mean, listen, playing in New Orleans is no big deal right now. I'm gonna just throw that out there.
The Buffalo Bills at 10-4 visit the Cleveland Browns. Buffalo's a 10.5-point road favorite.
Oh my goodness. My fancy has to be tickled, but I'm not. But I'm not tickled. This is like yikes.
My fancy is tickled.
Probably be some bad weather.
Yeah, it's probably gonna.
Maybe it's a letdown game. Because
Maybe.
after that win last week,
Classic.
that was something special last week.
For sure. The Kansas City Chiefs, Mahomesless.
RVA Richie said it the best. Fancy under duress.
Yep. The Kansas City Chiefs visit the Tennessee Titans, Leroy. Casey's a 3-point road favorite. Tickle your fancy?
So Kansas City is only a 3-point favorite
Mahomes
against
not
Tennessee.
Mahomes is done.
Mahomes not playing.
It's still Tennessee. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Wow. It's Minshew. That's what we doing.
Yep.
I mean, you think Chris Jones and Kelsey are playing?
Yeah.
Pack it
they're
up.
not. What are they playing for?
Yeah, I'm like as excited as I want to see Cam Ward and some of the things that he's done with absolutely no talent, right? Some of the plays that he's made running for his life. It's a hard pass for me. My fans are not tickled. Yeah.
What about the LA Chargers at 10-4 visiting the Dallas Cowboys? Does that game tickle your fancy?
Dallas is eliminated, right? Or not quite?
Oh, they'll be eliminated if
Slim hopes.
Philadelphia beats Washington. The only way they can get in the playoffs is if they win the division.
Right.
They're wild card.
I'm interested to, like, the Chargers are another one of those teams. Like, they keep winning, but every week, I say to myself, I don't see it.
Every week.
Yeah.
Should have been the quarterback of the Miami Dolphins.
Vlad, I ain't gonna say that I said that, but
well, the guy who doesn't like the quarterback who's now benched by the Dolphins, he's the defensive coordinator of the Minnesota Vikings.
they're got a worse record than the Dolphins.
No, they don't. They got the same record. I think.
Same record?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They won last weekend and was in a shocker.
Well, they are visiting the New York Giants. Does that game tickle your fancy?
No.
This
Fancy
one,
not tickled.
this one's juicy. The mediocre division bowl.
Tampa
Bay Buccaneers
love that.
at 7-7 visit the Carolina Panthers at 7-7, and Tampa's a 3-point road favorite.
Wow.
Tickle your fancy?
Yeah. It's something about
Fancy is tickled.
division lead, regardless of what the record is, that gets you a little excited because it means something.
Yep. What about the Jacksonville Jaguars at 10-4 visit the Denver Broncos at 12-2? Denver's a 3.5-point favorite. That's at 4:05 that game.
That's it? Denver's on the road or at home?
At home.
At Denver.
They must like Jacksonville.
Fancy is tickled.
I like that one too. Like, Denver plays a lot of close games. Is that going to come back to bite them in the butt, or is just one of those years where we're going to look at it at the end of the year and we're going to say, wow, they got this far and they had a whole bunch of one-score games?
I don't know.
They just win.
Yeah.
You got Falcons at Cardinals.
No.
That's the J Fig Bowl.
Oof.
Both birds.
At 4:25, the Houston Texans host the Las Vegas Raiders. They are 15. Okay.
How is that at 4:00?
Well, at just time. That's what they're doing it at. 14.5 points is the spread in that one. The Pittsburgh Steelers at 8-6 visit the Detroit Lions.
Ooh, that's a good one.
At 4:25, Detroit is a touchdown favorite at home. Does that game take your fancy, Leroy?
Wow, yes.
My
Wow.
fancy is tickled.
So between the AFC North and the NFC South, they just looking at those two divisions as just tickle divisions, right? They don't look at anybody coming out of that to be any serious.
Unless, nobody believes in the Bears.
Well, nobody believes. No, I'm talking about the AFC North.
Oh, I'm sorry, the AFC. Yeah, the AFC.
Right.
The AFC North is is been rough.
One team's coming out of those both divisions.
Right.
The division winners representing the playoffs.
Right. Correct. And I mean, has there been a division like the NFC South that has produced more 500 or less division winners in the last 15 years?
It's the weirdest division of football because there's a ton of last to firsts. That's like a big thing for them. It's a very, very strange ecosystem there. Finally, we got our primetime games, Leroy.
Mm-hmm.
This, of course, was supposed to be Dolphins and Bengals. It got flexed out for this matchup. The New England Patriots at 11-3 visit your former Baltimore Ravens, who are 7-7, fighting for their playoff lives. Baltimore's a 3-point favorite at home on Sunday night.
Wow.
Does that game tickle your fancy?
The disrespect amongst the gamblers out there.
What do you mean the disrespect?
I mean,
3-point favorite.
Huh?
They basically saying if this was a neutral site game, it would be a pick 'em.
I mean, have you seen the way Baltimore has played football lately?
They've won what, 6 of the last 8 games?
All right.
I mean, they're coming out of a shutout. They just shut out the Bengals.
A lot of Browns and Jets in that run, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same way in the row by the Dolphins. What are we talking about? Like,
basically, we call that the Miami Dolphins stretch of your season.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm just saying
do this.
They've had a tasty run to get back that record.
Well,
all right.
They'll be in first place after this Sunday night.
And then finally,
Monday
night football.
My fancy is tickled.
The 10-4 San Francisco 49ers
keep doing it.
Take on Old Man Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts. San Francisco is a 5.5-point road favorite in Indy.
I'm intrigued just because it's like you want to do this right here, but then you keep going.
I'm so excited.
No,
right?
Here's the thing.
You keep looking.
Did the research, Leroy. Guess who's last in sacks in the league?
49ers?
San Francisco 49ers.
You know what's crazy, though? You know what's crazy?
Got a lot of injuries, but you would never think a Robert Sala's team would be last in sacks.
I said this last week, and I'm going to say it again this week. We all looking at this team, because Phillip Rivers is old as hell, right? But this team is good on the offensive defensive line. They can run the ball well. So they can kind of work around Phillip Rivers and just have him be competent. Whether they win or lose is not going to be because of Phillip Rivers. It's going to be because of their offensive defensive lines. And that's why I said, you know what? I take them again. 5.5. Give me that 5.5.
I'm taking the Niners.
Okay.
This Phillip Rivers.
Okay. Hey.
You don't think he's going to get a little juice from the crowd?
Oh, he don't get juice from the crowd.
Hey,
and then he's get juiced up when somebody hits him.
No lie. When you get older, there is no juice.
It's all pulp.
That's a point.
It's like
we'll take a break. More to come here on the show.
Point for Vlad.
Get you caught up with your headlines back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. We take you guys up until 2 here on the show. We'll get to our headlines here, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. Home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. Panthers, they're back on the ice tonight, taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. Paul Maurice.
Dude. Listen, RBA Richie, please don't expose your degeneracy.
What do you say?
Kennesaw Owls QB needs better eyesight. Block kick inside the 20. He's giving us the play-by-play of Kennesaw State and Western Michigan.
No, it's the Myrtle Beach Bowl, dude. You don't want to just disrespect it. Sergei Bobrovsky's in net tonight for the Cats.
Although our man DT did a good job. Daniil
Tarasov. Yeah, he did great. He did. He's been playing really well.
He's playing at least one of these games, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he'll play tomorrow.
Night,
yeah, he'll play tomorrow. If Bob's playing tonight, he's definitely going tomorrow. Paul Maurice, this is from Jameson Olive from Panthers.com on Matthew Tkachuk getting closer to return. Matthew Tkachuk, Paul Maurice says he's right on it. We're kind of moving into the phase of doctors starting to sign off on him coming back to our practices. I don't know when that's going to be, but he hasn't had a setback. He's on track. I believe he said on his podcast this week, Matthew Tkachuk's new podcast, that he's been ramped up in how many days in a row he's allowed to skate too. So everybody's been saying Christmas, like a little after Christmas, that's the target. Some have said Winter Classic debut return, that could be the day. Okay. So it feels like we are getting close to Chucky coming back. That's great news.
Cool. So who's more, well, I know, Vlad, you've said Barkey's going to be back by the end of the year. How real is that?
I mean, they said 7 to 9 months when it happened. He had MCL, ACL surgery. And,
2 ligaments.
Yep. But, and then he went and told Spo, I'll be back in 5 months.
I believe in Barkey.
Because Barkey might be finished Wolverine. We're not really sure.
I know, man, but there's just certain things that you like, regardless of what people say.
He was caught.
Time is the time.
He was caught at, I believe, a Boca Park doing Tai Chi with no brace.
He'll be back in 4 months now.
All right.
He wouldn't lie to Eric Spoelstra.
That's what. Thank you, Richie. That's where I was getting at.
Hmm.
Barkey is more important than Chucky.
So why didn't you just get to that? Why did you got to go through the?
Because here's why. Well, because here's why. Vlad, relax. Because it's a moot point if he wasn't going to even be back this year.
But he's coming back.
I think he's coming back. Like
okay.
if at the timeline, it could still be sometime in the playoffs.
Okay.
But it's but we don't know. He could be a maniac with this. I don't know if like hockey, like I don't know if that's different. Like as far as like how much rehab is,
how quick you can come back, because it might be. It's like when Ohtani had Tommy John surgery, he could come back and play. Right. He could hit, but he couldn't pitch. So it varies from position to position or sport to sport. So I don't know.
Because most sports ACL is 9 to 12, right? Like that's
correct. Well, keep in mind all the other sports you're playing.
Right.
And I don't know how that works in hockey, even though you got to dig that skate in. And part of the reason, if it slips out, now you're at looking, yikes.
Mike McDaniel, he just spoke to the media, and he was asked about the Tua Tagovailoa.
I can already tell his answer's long. Look, he paying way too much attention. Look at it. Hey, Vlad, he's all up in. He like when you meet a nice looking girl at the club, and she's how you doing, and you like you just all up into
it. You know his feet is crossed too. His feet is crossed too. Yeah. If his arms are crossed like that, his feet is crossed. Like he really.
He paying way too much attention.
Right, like he's really into this question. Like, Do tell.
Somebody said, "Let me fill up my coffee mug." Hold on.
Well, he was asked by Chris Perkins, who of course joins us every week on Game Day Uncensored. Perk was asking him about the Jalen Ramsey Tua Tagovailoa chuckle fest after the game, and this is what Mike McDaniel had to say on that.
Tua spotted talking to Jalen Ramsey on TV cameras. Fans are kind of up in arms about this. JJ Watt made a comment about it. Tua was seen laughing, and people are saying that shows that he's not professional, that he might not care about losing. That's what people are saying. What are your thoughts about that? Does that bother you? I know players, exchange jerseys post-game. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I'd be kind of like flying blind, assessing something I haven't seen. I was, very motivated after the game to watch the game tape, and that's where I spent my time. So I haven't really seen any of it. So it would be tough for me to talk about my feelings towards it, but generally I try to keep my focus where the team and the fan base and everybody I think really needs me to be, and that's play and how to improve it, or schematically how to change things. So I kept it about football, and I don't really have much more to add on that one.
You want me to break that? You want me to break that down for you?
For lying.
In so many words, Mike McDaniel said it annoyed the hell out of me.
Yep.
But the reason why he can't really say anything about it, because it really has nothing to do with the game, right?
Well,
and it seems very petty to go down that path.
It does seem petty, but one would also
already benched him.
Well, this is the thing, though. This goes back to my original theory back earlier in the week when he saw that video and he's going over film at 3-1, because the idea that he hadn't seen that video is patently absurd.
Really?
Oh, it's absurd. This many days in, he hasn't seen that video. Get out of here. I got a bridge to sell you. Are you kidding me? Of course he's seen the video. And so he's definitely seen that video. And not only has he seen the video, that's exactly why Quinn Ewers is starting.
No.
100%.
No.
Wait, so let me ask you this, guys.
Yeah.
Do you think, especially you, Leroy, since you've been in these locker rooms and you know these situations, you think number one's lost his locker room? Like he's lost people in the locker room?
I would say this. It depends on who's in the locker room. Because I told you a conversation I had with John Randall, and we were 10-1 or 10-2, something along those lines. And we lost to I want to say Tampa, and it was just a bad, like all around. You have one of those games. It just wasn't right. You hope you could get out with a victory, but we couldn't. And guys were just regular old Monday, coming in, yucking it up, and he wasn't having it, right? I may or may not have said something smart, and that started it, but, like there's certain guys that carry it. See, when you're in a locker room full of people, everybody carries it differently. Everybody acts differently towards a loss or even a win. Some guys keep it even keeled on to the next week, whether you win by 40 or lose by 40, right? There's other guys that take it to heart. There's guys that take losing very personal, and to see everybody not taking it that way rubs them the wrong way.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I honestly don't.
I
honestly don't think it's a weird reaction for anybody to be pissed off about it, which, by the way, Barry Jackson has reported people in the organization were displeased with it. Which, of course, because first of all, you just got bounced. This guy is the face of your franchise, and he's yucking it up with a guy who didn't want to be on your franchise, and the coach didn't want to coach him.
Right, but again, because there's so many different personalities and people handle things a certain way, it's kind of hard to get all these bodies or these people in the locker room to kind of be the same way. And most of the time you understand that. When it comes with the guy that's been playing some of his worst football, in addition to that, it rubs you the wrong way. If Tua had thrown for 400, we would feel differently. And you got to kind of stay away from that, right? You got to kind of stay away from playing the result.
Well, I don't think
how a guy interacts with people.
I don't think you do though. Like I think there are times, like it's not too much to ask a person to have the sense of time and place, and he's had awful, sense of that all season at press conferences and everything.
Sure, but we're incorporating the way he acted with him not caring.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean he doesn't care.
It doesn't. Well,
that's the way you look at it, but him personally doesn't mean that.
I think most humans it does. Like to sit there out there and yuck it up with a guy who just kicked your ass and your season's over. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Like, do you think we're the weird ones to feel that way? Because everybody else didn't.
I just said no, but it doesn't. Just look. I used to have a thing that I would try to kind of smile and shrug everything off, because either there was more football to be played or it's a long season, right? So like everybody handles situations differently. I know when people would get hurt and their hand would be twisted up, they'd laugh. Like it's just
like Nico.
Right. But it doesn't mean that he feels any less pain. It just means that is his way of dealing with it. I get it doesn't look good, but to say that he doesn't care because of it is a bit like,
yeah, okay, but if it doesn't go to care, it once again goes to, okay, you care. Why do you think that that's an okay way to behave? Like, why do you?
Why does this defend? Why? This is not defending Tua, right? I've almost seen teammates fight because of the two just separate feelings about how people feel after losses.
Right, but
right, and I'm just trying to explain to you. I understand that everybody does it differently. You don't have a locker room with just the three of us, right? It's a locker room with like 60 or 70 guys in there. Some guys contributed to it more than others, right? Some guys get mad when the guy that had 300 yards passing or 150 yards rushing or 150 yards receiving is just shrugging it off like I did my job. When the reality of it is we still lost.
Right.
Like everybody does it differently. Yeah, the optics are bad.
The optics are bad, dude.
But it doesn't. All I'm trying to say is it doesn't mean that he doesn't care.
No, but you think Mike McDaniel cared because you thought on that answer like, oh,
I saw him. Like I saw him. He looked like and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I think it played a part of him benching him.
No, I think his play.
I think it did.
I think his play did.
His play. Well, obviously,
so we can pick. Listen,
obviously,
we can pick other reasons why. But the reason why Tua isn't playing this week is because of his play.
Numero uno, yes. The reason is he hasn't been playing well. But I think that if you think it's crazy, the idea that Tua's sitting there laughing his ass off with Jalen Ramsey, who Mike McDaniel was beefing with months ago, and he goes, you know what? F this guy. I'm done with him anyway. We're done. He doesn't care. Let's play the rookie. I'm not saying it's the only thing. I'm saying, though, it could have been a big instigator because if he gets that and he's sitting there watching film, he goes, oh, look at Chuckles over here. How about I play
the thing is that I tried to start this off by saying the thing that you just blew right by, right?
I'm not blowing by it.
No, hold on. I said, like, this is not defending Tua. I'm just like, first of all, if you think that you're going to be in a locker room with a whole bunch of guys ranging from 35 to 21 and situations happen during the course of a game and everybody's going to handle them the same way, you're being foolish.
How many guys in
Go ahead.
how many guys in your time of football in an elimination game react like that after the game, and especially as a key contributor of the team? How many guys have you seen do it?
I saw guys do it after the championship game where they hung out before, but like again, here, if you do everything you can to win a football game and you don't win, right? You got to be able to handle that. And it can't, like, the game's over. I get more upset when people get mad after the game about losing, but didn't do nothing during the game to not lose.
I can understand that. The over outrage. I understand that too. I get that.
So there's and I say the same thing that you're saying about the optics, right? So these guys are only doing that so the optics look good. So it looks like they care, right? When in actuality, I would rather you care during the game and stop giving me all this bravado and anger and upset and all this when the game's over. You can't do nothing about it then. Now, yes, the optics look bad. They do. All I tried to say was, doesn't mean that man don't care about losing, right? To jump to that conclusion and to say that, oh, Mike McDaniel's looking at him like he don't care about losing. No, Mike McDaniel benched his ass because he been playing like a dog. Terrible. And that's all it should be about. If you're a coach and you walked up to that podium and said, I benched him because I don't like the optics, then your ass need to be gone too.
Well, he might be.
Yeah. But it's not about, like, to say somebody doesn't care because he smiled after the game or he chit-chatted or he BS with, a guy from the other team. I'm more upset at the way he damn played.
Sure.
Don't make it about anything else.
I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, I could see, I understand, like, but if a guy just plays bad and it's like, but he's also like, man, again, like,
If he cried, would you feel better?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a grown-ass man.
Nah, tears would have helped. Tears would have helped.
Who you want to see cry?
Tua. That would have been great.
Nah, if he cried, then wait a minute. No.
Been better than that. Absolutely.
No, you know what you would have said?
No.
Look at him. He's soft. He's soft.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
There's only one person I've ever called soft for crying, and it wasn't even soft for crying. It was soft because of how his tears were wiped. And that was Joel Embiid getting his tears windshield wiped.
His girl.
Oh, wait. What about Bosh?
No, Chris Bosh cried like a man. Chris Bosh cried like a man into the carpet.
He got on his hands and knees and boo-hooed.
Did he drop down?
That is exactly how you react. He lost a championship. No. I will not let you besmirch. He lost a championship and he cried into the floor like a man. Like a man.
Hey,
if I recall,
dude,
did he not
listen.
drop to the ground.
Listen.
And his butt was up.
Yeah. He was
up.
No man should ever cry with his cheeks up.
He didn't know that the camera was there. He didn't know the camera was there. He thought it was the safe haven of the locker room. He was on the hallway to the locker room. He cried like a man.
Hey, look, I get it, but let's just be clear. We are miserable, and here's the fact of the whole thing.
Crying with his ass up. Come on, man.
Gonzalez says Tua would wipe his tears with $100 bills.
So here's the deal. You want to know the fact of it? And this is in all situations. And correct me if I'm wrong. If we are hurt or upset by a certain situation, and one of the parties involved is not feeling the way we do, that pisses us off.
Oh, definitely.
And so the fact that we feel bad based on how this year is gone, they have been eliminated, Tua has been playing like crap, and we're like sulking and then we see him and he chuckling and laughing and having a good time. Okay, But that's our problem. Yeah, the optics be bad. It doesn't mean he doesn't care. Like, that's a hard place to go to say, oh, he just don't care about winning and losing.
But what you just said, why is it so crazy to jump to the conclusion that the coach will be just as pissed off if he's ready to just jump into the film? His season is over.
It's the coach's job, all right, regardless of how he feels about a player or whatever, right, to go onto a podium and say, I benched him because of how he acted after the game. That means his ass is going to get benched too, right? You keep it about the play. Like, yeah, there's always going to be somebody that does something in the locker room with all those guys that a coach doesn't like. Somebody going to say something stupid. Somebody going to do something stupid. Somebody going to do something ridiculous during the course of a game. Hell, Dylan's punching people in the stomach.
He's just not responsible.
Those optics aren't good. He just lost a game.
No, they won.
Oh, they won. They still won.
They won, but
he nearly
cost them.
He nearly lost it.
So
he's towing a dangerous line.
From that standpoint,
Let's see what
I'm not. And here's the thing: I'm not defending Tua. I'm not. It just has why?
I actually think what I'm not saying you're defending Tua. What I actually think is I find remarkable how you're giving McDaniel the benefit of the doubt of just making it about Quinn Ewers is better than Tua, and that gives them a chance to win.
No.
Because that's what he's
I don't
telling
think here. Let's be clear. Based on what I've seen, and I don't know because I haven't seen the guy play in 3 months. But based on what I've seen, Tua's the best quarterback you got there, as bad as he's played. Now, it has gotten to the point where he has played so bad that when you are a coaching staff or an organization and now you have questions whether he's the best in the room, that's a problem. You got to make that change.
We'll take a break. Back after this.
holiday season, I didn't let out one Merry Christmas. That's true. Instead, I said,
Leroy.
Jesus
You gotta
Christ,
go.
man.
You sent me stuff.
Don't turn your phone off.
I tried to. It wasn't cutting off. I turned it off.
Oh my God, technology.
We were about to have a flyer situation.
Yeah. Hey, that's what I was listening to. And then wow. Man.
Wow.
Hey,
You guys can go. You guys can look it up on Twitter. I can't play it, but it was funny.
He can lie and say he wasn't talking about that, right? Because he didn't curse.
No.
Well, the team suspended him.
Oh.
He got.
Whose fault is that he had a hot mic?
That's on him. That's on him. That is not on the producer. Because if he would have known he went to break because he would have thrown it to break. You understand what I'm saying?
He did though.
He did not.
It was apparently a TV timeout.
It was a TV timeout. You did not hear any break.
Okay.
You didn't hear like, oh, we're back from the action on Flyers Radio Network. You didn't hear that. He just went.
I was doing producing Panthers games. You knew it was break time because he played the Panther growl. That's when you knew it was. And that meant the time that it was break time. If you didn't hit the Panther growl, it wasn't a commercial break. At least that's how it was back in 2008.
And something was said to him for him to make that comment.
Yeah, well, his color guy goes, I think we're on the air, Bob.
No, before he said it.
Yes, something was said to him.
No, somebody was on the PA system saying something, and something along the lines of if there's anything we can do or whatever.
Let's not. You know what? Let's not break it down because we can't play it anyway. So what's the difference? You guys can go look it up. Just look up Flyers. Anyway, we got an action-packed night. We actually got to get back on clock, so I'm going to hit us on the to get to some break. But we got a lot happening tonight. Heat, they'll be on the airwaves tonight. We keep it clean on the Heat broadcast, all right?
First playoff game
tonight, Alabama, Oklahoma.
Should they get their own night?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
They're the better game.
Okay.
Just
Of the week, that's the most exciting game, right? Or unless you're Miami or Texas A&M.
Miami A&M.
I feel like everybody's really excited about Miami, Texas A&M. But I feel like it's gotten a ton of love this week. I think that's where game day is going tomorrow. Everybody's gonna be fired up for it.
That's why I bet you that's why they kept it on Saturday, because if I think that game is bigger than Oklahoma, Alabama.
Yeah, I feel like
they should have their own standalone.
I think the Friday game feels like the NBA TV playoff series game. You know, like you're just kind of out there. Yeah, we'll open this up.
No.
Alabama, Oklahoma.
They do that. They did that last year
To give them the standalone.
They give the standalone to the biggest named university. If you remember last year, Notre Dame was the standalone against, I believe, Indiana.
They're standing alone right now.
Well,
was it Indiana wasn't in the playoff last year?
Yes, they were.
They were?
Yes, they were. So, yeah. That's the reason why Oklahoma and Alabama, they're the two standout names from the big conference. So that's why they're the standalone. Because in reality, the game that should have been the night game would have been A&M University Miami. But that would have been a big advantage for A&M in their 12th man, because they love to play games at night at College Station.
Well, according to Nick Saban, they're cheaters.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Cheat all you want. Make it as loud as you want. Doesn't matter. Loud games, cold games. Doesn't matter. What did Mario say? There's no such thing as bad weather, just soft people. I'm excited.
Like, I didn't consider myself soft.
Until you
went. There was a lot of football games where I was cold as hell.
We'll take a break. Mixed bag coming up next. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Oh, hello.
Hello. Are you excited about the Cardinals and
The Falcons?
And the Falcons playing this week?
Are you asking me this?
Mm-hmm.
No. No.
She was happy the Seahawks beat the Ram, show which was a bigger, stronger animal.
That was a crazy game. That was the
I'm
craziest.
not gonna lie.
Did you see that 2-point
love
play
Seattle.
where it lateral guy just lazily go pick it up and they go, oh yeah, he recovered it. He was going to the. It was crazy.
Yep.
Well, play to the whistle.
It looked like everybody stopped, but those are always tricky. You know, you always see some guys going after it because they think it's an incomplete pass because it was thrown, and other guys know that it was a lateral. Nobody of the 22 guys on the field, nobody thought that was a lateral.
What's in our mixed bag, guys?
Kasparas Jakucionis made his real NBA debut yesterday because that first one didn't really count. Like 50 seconds. Game was over. Some real minutes for the Rook yesterday. Made a 3. That's what he had to say on it.
The most important that we won after losing streak of quite a lot of games. So that was the most important for today. We all focused for the win tonight, and I think it's good way to start the building everything up.
You know what? The kid's already got heat culture oozing through his veins. Just thinking about the win, not the personal. There's an I in Jakucionis. There's no I in team.
Is there an I in Jakucionis?
2 eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
what?
Yeah, but like,
I feel like that's on
that's
my
too much. That's too much work to figure that out.
-1.
Yeah, too much work.
Show poniness.
It was also pretty awkward, so
Fair enough. Norman Powell, he was happy that the team found a way, even if it wasn't a high-scoring affair.
Definitely a find-a-way game. You know, it's an identity that we have to continue to build and have, especially on the defensive end. Like you said, scoring 140 is great. You know, everybody loves it. It looks good. You're breaking records, whatever it is. But, you know, we know it's not going to happen every single night, especially in this league. You know, teams are going to start keying in on certain things, our tendencies, you know. So, one, we got to be better offensively and executing on that end. But the thing that helped us get to 140 was playing defense and getting more stops and not taking the ball at the basket every single time. And I thought we did a good job today in those little swing moments that Spo talks about and not letting go of the rope and hanging on to the lead and then being able to break it up to a 9-10 point lead late in the game.
Can I add to that, please?
Sure.
While I appreciate him saying that we weren't going to score 140 every game, we agreed. I would also like to add that the league average is what, 115?
I don't know what the league average is right now.
I'll look.
I don't know right now.
Because guess what?
They're fifth in scoring. I know that.
No, but not as of lately. That's when you take number 1 and mix it with number 20. You get.
All right, Mr. Average. You always say things average out.
NBA team scoring averages have surged in recent years, reaching around 117 points per game in 2025.
Right. They haven't hit that in 5 games.
A little bit of a rut.
The league average.
They're averaging 120 for this season.
Yeah, but all right.
What you getting upset about? I'm giving you their numbers.
I'm just
If you want me,
saying,
I go get their numbers over the last 10 games. I'm sure it's not good.
I'm just saying when you match 100, would they score 151 game with 80, right? That averages 215.
That's why it's an average.
I mean, average 115. Yeah, but I would like them to just get to around the league average.
Win's a win. They haven't won since December 1st. I don't give a rat's ass if they would have won 70 to 69.
I wasn't the one that mentioned the scoring thing about it. He did.
You quibbled with it.
Okay.
Got a stat for you.
It ain't scoring because you blew that out.
Actually, it is a scoring stat.
Okay.
Funny man. This is from our guy Brady Hawk.
Oh! Leave him alone, Jennifer.
Yep.
Did you want to call him last week? You saw that his name was Brady Hawk?
No. Thought he had a cool name.
It is a cool name,
Is
objectively.
Is your least favorite Avenger Hawkeye?
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, because what's the dude's name? The black dude, he flies too. Now, do you have to have a bird name or do you just fly?
I love how you guys just keep throwing birds at me, assuming things.
She's not taking the bird jokes as well as Leroy took the toe jokes.
The birds feel the same way too.
Well, because mine's accurate. Mine I didn't do. So his toes, he has.
You know, if Leroy replaced you, you know who he replaced you with, right?
Who?
Tobin.
Brady Hawk tweets out, crazy Heat stat of the day. The Miami Heat are 9-1 when Kel'el Ware attempts 10 or more field goals. When he is involved offensively, the Heat are a better basketball team. Just win. That's all.
I see your stats.
Interesting.
Are right in line with what you have been saying the whole show.
Interesting.
Even before I got here.
Interesting, Spo.
Oh, he was beating his chest saying, you know.
So my question is usually in the world of analytics, don't the coaches have those numbers too?
They do.
When you say,
I would imagine Todd.
And can you say, hey, we are a more successful team when Kel'el's on the floor? The numbers prove that, right? So what's the problem?
I don't know. Miami Hurricanes are taking on Texas A&M tomorrow, noon. You can hear that right here on QAM. 8 o'clock, countdown to kickoff gets going. Ooh. Carson Beck, this is what he had to say about the Canes in the college football playoff.
I mean, this is what I came here for. Obviously, back a year ago, I was waiting to, get surgery on my right arm, which is, it's crazy how much can happen in a year. And here we are, right? It's been one hell of a year, and there's been a lot of adversity that we've had to face as a team, that I've had to face individually, and in that moment to see the U come up on the TV, I obviously was extremely excited.
Yeah. Don't lose.
Ooh.
What's up?
SDI said, the problem is, Leroy, is that he care more about culture than results.
Well, Kel'el Ware is Heat culture, and they need to get over it. I've declared him Heat culture.
They do this with bigs, man. Yikes.
You know what else bigs do?
You know who didn't do this, though? Riley didn't do this. Riley had to have a big on the floor.
No,
now,
Riley.
I know basketball has changed, so I'm not just going to,
Dude, he's a skilled big. He, stopped and popped and hit a three. He might be one of the best shooters on the team. Every time he takes a three, it's going in.
Not every time. He makes his share. But
he's been cooking.
Is he, what, 35%?
I think he's better than that. I'll look at his official numbers, but I think he was 40 last time. Now, he doesn't take a ton. He only takes 2.5, I think, maybe a game. But
that's funny. Guess what? We had hoped that Bam would have done this.
Fam, he's shooting 41% from 3-point line.
I'm telling you, it's been going. First of all, he changed his shot. It looks like quicker this year. He's put a lot of work into that stuff.
Hold on. He's only 24 minutes. He's averaging 11.5 points, shooting 54%, 41% from 3-point line, 82% from the free throw line, and 10 rebounds. Let's stop playing with this boy. Play him more minutes.
And he had 4 blocks yesterday. And he kept him in bounds. Soft hands.
He's only playing half. He's only playing 24 minutes. He's giving you 11.5 and 10 rebounds and 1 block.
He needs to be one of the
36 minutes. He needs to play 36 minutes. You give him 36 minutes a game, you're looking at an 18 and 12.
18 and 12, 18 and 10 with 2 or 3 blocks.
He's giving you 10 right now. So I'm just being safe by saying 2 more rebounds. He might be giving you 3 to 4 more rebounds. But if he's shooting 8, if you give him 36 minutes, 36 minutes a night.
There's no more lessons to have for him.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Let's go. He's learned his lessons. Now let him go through some growing pains.
This seems to be so the question I have to ask is why?
Don't know.
with all the numbers that we just talked about, I'm more than sure that old Quinny is whispering in his ear them numbers. Why does he make the decision to say,
hold on,
get out of there, Kel'el, when he makes one mistake?
There's only one guy that would make Spo change all like he's thinking.
Riley.
Yeah. So it's either they're both in, unison thinking the same thing.
I don't think Riley messes with him like
Riley doesn't mess with Spo.
I don't think he messes with his rotations.
Somebody, because when I'm looking at these numbers, I was like, wait a minute, he's only playing 24 minutes and he's giving you a double-double off the bench.
Right.
It's all pointing up when he plays more, dude.
And he's shooting 41% from three-point line.
All the numbers.
So yeah, analytics.
All of the numbers, the actual statistics say that more Kel'el time will result in more success.
Yep.
But for some reason, Spo didn't read that book.
We'll take a break. Speaking of a giant person, this Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh,
I mean, it's something.
Goodness.
Did you guys see this press conference he held yesterday?
Isn't this what you want?
My goodness.
Isn't it
very interesting.
It could be something now.
Very interesting.
Could it be something or could it
I
be
don't
nothing?
know. It could be something. It could be nothing. But I tell you one thing, he loves attention.
Isn't that the Tobin 101?
Hard to say. We get to that coming up next. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Let's get to our headlines, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. As tonight, the Heat are back on the hardwood. They are taking on the Boston Celtics. 7 o'clock is your tip-off from that hellhole. Jason Jackson and Amy Audibert will have your call on the Miami Heat audio experience. 5:45 preheat. Solana, Tommy Tig, they'll get you set on the ice on AM 560. The Cats will be skating with the Carolina Hurricanes. Sergei Bobrovsky in net tonight. Doug Plagans will have your call with Billy Lindsay from Amarant Bank Arena. Cats on the first night of a back-to-back. The Heat on the second night of a back-to-back.
All right.
So we got action. Tomorrow afternoon, you got the Miami Hurricanes and Texas A&M Aggies. This was their coach on what he sees in Miami, Mike Elko.
Yeah, talent, extremely talented, very athletic. Defensively, they're very long. They've got a lot of players that can run and hit. They're very good on the front. And then offensively, just a very explosive group of skilled athletes that can make a lot of plays in space.
Seems like somebody just got done watching the Malachi Tony film. Good luck, dude. Good luck.
I would say what's going to be key on both sides is the pass rush. Because if you can get after Beck, Malachi ain't got a chance of getting open. Conversely, on the other side, if you put a good pass rush and get a lot of guys in the backfield, their guys not going to be able to run and scramble. So different reasons, but I think at the end of this game, we're going to talk about the pass rush and who got close to the quarterback and who got after the quarterback the most.
So this Giannis dude, all right, he gets up there today, right? I mean, this guy's got every trick in the book that he's trying to make it seem like he's not asking out of Milwaukee. And it's like, enough already. He needs to get with it, all right? It's enough with this stringing the Bucks along nonsense. The poor bastards are going to go out there and do something silly like trade for Zach LaVine. And you're delaying the inevitable. And like, he loves it too. He's loving the attention. He's sitting there peacocking. And I don't know what he's like. I don't even talk to my agent yesterday. This guy had everything under the sun to make it seem like, oh, oopsie daisy, I didn't know. And I'm just tired of his waiting. Let's get to it already. Time to rip the Band-Aid off. The team stinks. Doc Rivers is ready for you to go. He doesn't even want you there anymore. He wants to run his team through Bobby Portis. And he's just stringing everything along. So he was asked about this whole meeting and the rumors that are going on. He said, I don't know about any meeting with the Bucks and my agent.
I didn't hear about the report. Again, if my agent is talking to the Bucks about it, he's his own person. He can have any conversation he wants about it. That doesn't. At the end of the day, I don't work for my agent. My agent works for me. There's going to be conversation that's going to be made between him and the Bucks and him and his other players and him and other teams and other GMs, executives around the league. It's something that we can't control. But at the end of the day, I personally have not had the conversation with the Bucks. I'm still locked in on my teammates. Most importantly, locked in on me getting back healthy.
Wait a minute, dude. Hold on a second. Hold on. I don't work for my agent. My agent works for me, but he's his own man. No, if he works for you, that makes him your employee. And you can tell your employee, hey, don't talk to them about trades. This guy, he's got more moves than he does in the paint. This is crazy with him.
All that being said, if Giannis said he wanted to be a Heat player, you would get all giggly.
I can't talk about fantasy, Leroy. I mean, I don't live in the hypothetical.
Isn't that what we're doing?
Hey, weren't you talking fantasy yesterday with Spider? There?
Oh, they're miserable over there. They are miserable.
Isn't that you're a piece of work?
Listen, no, I'm a piece of work. Giannis is a piece of work. Listen to this guy.
Work, dude.
You and him are the same right now.
This guy.
You and him. Whoa.
No. I'm just saying, like Tobin.
You think I'm like Giannis?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Listen to this. Listen
Portland
to this.
Giannis.
Wow. Jesus.
Y'all weigh the same. Y'all weigh the same. Y'all just different heights.
That's what I get for 48 hours of toe jokes.
I'm just saying, Tobin,
like Dylan Brooks.
You don't even, you know what's funny? You blow right through it without even recognizing your flip-floppery, how you go back and forth.
He recognizes it.
He does.
He just skates around it.
Yeah.
This was him on this rogue agent who he can't control. He compared him to his wife.
Yikes.
You know, your agents are adults that can talk to whoever,
Yes.
whether they do work for you.
Yes.
So is this a situation where you don't want private conversations or regular conversations to get out? Because somewhere in the communication line, what they're doing or what you're directing them to do is getting out and caught. Like, I mean, if you can kind of control some of that stuff if they do work for you.
I can't listen. At the end of the day, like I tell my wife all the time, I say, like, stop going and shopping to Target. Like, every day she wakes up, she's like, I'm going to Target. I'm like, babe, like, stop. Like, you're addicted to Target. And she, every day today, she went to Target. Like, I can't control. She's a grown woman. I can't control what she does, right? So the same thing with my age. I can't control the conversations they're going to have. I can't control people that approach them. And at the same time, like, I can't control teams that approach the Bucks. Like, the Bucks, I've seen you guys have told me, like, the Bucks have said, like, we're not trading Giannis. And still, probably teams still reach out to them. Like, so you can't really control other people's action.
Nah, you see, I gotta shoot him some bill. This is bad. This is badgering the witness. This is the witness not understanding the depth of the conversation. You could tell he got pressed and he got flummoxed.
He got boxed in is what happened.
Maybe he boxed in, but he got upset and he was like, when you could hear him.
That's just getting upset?
Yes, you could hear him.
Get upset calmly.
But you could hear it.
Yeah,
Like,
you can hear his frustration and having to answer
right, and then that's why
question that he thought he answered. That's what it has to do with.
So you mean he got flummoxed by a guy making a completely reasonable point to be like, but Giannis, couldn't you just tell your agent that this stuff shouldn't be leaked?
Because even in his answers, his answers don't, like he said, you know, you can't control anybody. I can't control the teams that the Bucks. You told me that the Bucks said they don't want to trade me. And I was like, well, wait a minute, Giannis. You work for the team. You talk to the team. The team would tell you they're not trading you or they're going to trade you. What are we talking about? Like, you told me that the Bucks said they're not going to trade me. They would tell you that too. And they would tell your agent that as well.
I do like the idea of Mrs. Giannis, Mrs. Greek Freak, just going out there and being like, yeah, okay, I'm not going to Target. See you later, Supermax.
She might be
That's what she called SM.
Yeah.
She leave the house singing SSSM. It's like, say, why are you singing the S&M song? Supermax, baby. Supermax.
So what's that next contract you're going to sign? $300 million? Yeah, all right. See you later. I'm going. She goes out there. She buys all the PJs, every line they have.
But check this out. Like, he should be happy she only shopping at Target.
That's true.
Seriously.
Right.
Completely reasonable. Well, listen, maybe the Greek Freak is cheap. You know?
How do you stay rich? It's by being cheap.
So he's probably just sitting there and be like, oh, come on, another trip? She's like, it's like, you know how? She's like, I literally could buy every pajama in the store. I could buy every loofah.
That's what she's going for.
Well, maybe it's a super Target.
Super Target, so she get groceries too?
Yeah.
I mean, that weirded me out. I've gotten used to, like, every now and then grabbing something out of Walmart. But to go into a store that you used to buying, like, I don't want to be able to buy a TV and some apples. It's just weird, right? I'm going to get a TV and say, you know what? Them apples look good.
Sexy Sauce says Target is bougie in Wisconsin.
Really? I don't even know if we have a Target in New Orleans. You can't put no Target in the hood.
Then this was Giannis, and he was explaining that.
Why are you so caught up on Giannis?
I was, dude. This was because it was masterful work by him yesterday. It was masterful.
Game recognized game.
It was masterful. I was like,
yes, that's
I was about to say that.
That's it. Yes, because you seem to have a new appreciation for Giannis.
Dude, he's doing everything that is out of the Tobin
The Tobin, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why he's happy. Remember yesterday he was like, "I love Spider, man." Like
the final straw. He's got
not doing the stink. He's not doing the public outcry, the public outrage. And then what happens? He does it yesterday.
You know what? I got a bone to pick because sometimes when I get mad about
right now,
Tobin, sometimes when I get mad about certain situations, you go, yeah, man, what are you gonna? You don't take the route you taking now with Giannis and all of them. You don't do that yourself.
What you mean?
When there's issues.
Oh, what do you mean? I don't make a stink?
No, you don't.
Absolutely.
No, you're a company guy.
No.
Old company guy.
Company barely knows I exist.
You know why? Because you're a company guy. Everybody think I'm a loudmouth hothead.
This was Giannis on.
Just blow right by that, buddy. There you go.
I just don't agree with it.
Let's be careful with that word.
Don't end up like the Flyers.
Don't end up like the Flyers.
Hey, we still on there.
This was Giannis. He's like, listen, if execs are gonna call, something, I can't do anything about that.
If I was from the other side, I'd probably, and I was an executive, probably do the same thing. I'm like, eventually you're gonna break. Like, we're gonna keep on calling you, and if the team is not doing well, not performing the standards that you guys think it should, we're gonna keep on calling you until you say, okay, let's get it done. That's how it works, in business. That's what I do in business, right? So I just got to be consistent, applying pressure consistently, and eventually someone is going to break and going to, kind of give in to what you want, right? So do I hope it stops? 1,000%, because it takes a toll on me too, mentally, and on my family. My wife sees it, my mom sees it. It's like, oh, we're going to
he throws his wife under the bus a lot.
New Orleans? No. That's not happening. But and it takes a toll on my teammates, which I don't like. I really don't like.
I really don't like.
This man is pulling on Mike McDaniel. Tell him to stop.
He's
Land the plane, Giannis.
All of a sudden, he wants
saying
to
a whole lot of nothing.
He wants to say hello from the other side now. All of a sudden.
I got one more for you.
If I was on the other side, I would, I would.
He's like, I would keep calling.
I would keep calling until I get the answer I want. That's business,
I'm not asking for it. But listen, if you really wanted me, you should keep calling until they give up.
But I don't like the stress.
It's too much.
Too much on my mom. Too much on my wife.
The dog.
And my teammates. Too much stress on them.
They think we might be a Pelican.
Papa, are we moving to New Orleans?
I'm going back to Greece.
Papa.
But if he said to Miss Giannis, how would you feel about moving
to the Sunshine State?
Interesting. I wonder how Mrs. Giannis, because we do have targets down here.
Plenty of them.
You want a whale noise?
Of course. Wow.
That whale needs to use the bathroom. He seemed backed up.
I don't know. I don't know how she feels about it.
All I got to say is 2 days ago.
Yesterday,
you said, oh, I don't even want Giannis. I want Spider.
I don't even know if I do.
Come on, we know he wants Giannis. He's been saying it for months.
So if you don't want him, why are we talking about this?
Oh, it's just interesting.
No, dude.
Oh, interesting.
You don't do interesting. You don't.
You know what they say about interesting?
Have we ever had a topic that we've talked about and after it was over, go, interesting?
It was just interesting.
No, we have not. Never.
There's a lot to talk about sports. We could have been previewing college football playoff games.
We could. It's just
you wanted to talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Final hour on a Friday.
So the final hour on a Friday, on a football Friday, when the Miami Hurricanes are about to take on the Texas A&M Aggies in college football playoff.
Sure.
But you want to talk about Giannis, having fun with the Milwaukee media yesterday.
Captivating.
It was more captivating.
It was not more captivating. It's just captivating.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Funny how all these people in situations. That's right. Yep,
No,
right around
now
there.
we're doing whale noise.
Why are,
Sonars are
you looking,
being.
why are you looking outside the window like that, huh?
Hey, Smeethan, too much, buddy. I'm with Leroy. This show has never had interesting topic. Yet you
listen.
Yet you tune in every minute
day.
of every day.
He's not only tuning in, he's like the cop. He's like the arbiter.
Yeah.
This is Giannis also flirting with everybody.
On October 8th, when you came down, you had said, I hope this ends it. When we were asking you about the reports from New York in the offseason, you talked about, hey, that was the summer. It didn't end it, though. Like, so this is kind of carried into the season.
Which I appreciate, right? This is the most I've been ever talked about in my career. I'm like in my house with my kids and all that, and I'm opening the TV and like, oh, Giannis is going to the Memphis Grizzlies. You know, Giannis is going to the Detroit Pistons. You know, which, hey, man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm the hottest chick in the game right now.
Oh! Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know the mic was. Oh, wait a minute. Yo, Giannis is feeling himself. He's totally feeling himself.
He likes the attention.
I'm done with him. I'm done with him.
He loves the attention, but he wants it to stop.
See what I'm talking about?
To stop.
He wants it. He wants to all. He wanted to all go away.
Yeah.
But he likes being the hot chick.
He's like, oh my God.
Do you guys get it now?
Oh, I'm done with him. Oh, you know what? You're good.
Give him a -1.
Tobin, you waited to the end. That way to play that again. I'm the hottest chick. And did you see? He was so joyful when he said it. Like, oh my God, he was boasting.
He was.
I would walk out of the room right there.
Sexy Sauce said it perfectly. Textbook show pony.
When we were asking you about the reports from New York in the offseason, you talked about, hey, that was the summer. It didn't end it, though. Like, so this is kind of carried into the season.
Which I appreciate, right? This is the most I've been ever talked about in my career. I'm like in my house with my kids and all that, and I'm opening the TV and like, oh, Giannis is going to the Memphis Grizzlies. You know, Giannis is going to the Detroit Pistons. You know, which, hey, man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm the hottest chick in the game right now. Okay.
Wow. Did they give him golf clap? They give him golf laugh?
Oh my!
You know, because Tobin, when y'all get into a room, y'all give that giggle.
What?
You know the giggle.
What giggle?
That was a funny one, Giannis.
That's not true. I don't do that.
No. Time out. How many intangibles even know where that line is from in that room?
Oh my God.
That's Milwaukee. They don't know that line.
I don't think Giannis knows it. I think
Giannis knows that line.
You think Giannis knows it? Okay.
He listens to Jay. That's the only reason why he said that line.
Right.
He wanted to say that line to see if anybody got it. Because
About New York. Right.
Mind you, it was a New York rapper, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. All right.
And then he said, yeah. So
but wait, Vlad. You know what's funny?
What?
Tobin didn't get it until just now when we told him.
Because I know that the song is from Leroy. It's impossible not to know Jay-Z.
You think he was quoting the song back then when you heard it the first time?
Hold on. Let me get this straight.
No.
You guys are deflecting here.
Don't deflect.
We don't need this. No. I'm saying
Tobin.
you're
What does that have to
deflecting.
do with
Do close up on Tobin. Because
you think he's subtle playing New York there? Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
No,
what I'm saying is when
the question was asked, we heard about the rumors you want to go to New York before the season. That was the question the gentleman asked him. And he was like, yes, this is the most I've been ever talked about. I go to my house, my kids, they see me on TV. I'm the hottest chick in the game, you know? Like, and then he does the laugh, and then everybody else laughs. But
they don't know why. And I'm asking you, Tobin, did you know then? Or are you just finding out now that it was from a Jay-Z song?
I know it's from a Jay-Z song, but I think it's a popular song. Like, I don't think he's doing that to subliminally hint in New York there. I think he just
then he's not doing the Tobin, because you drop subtle hints all the time.
I don't think no, that's my whole point, is his entire press conference is him being like, oh, poor me. Oh, the distractions, but I like it. But I can't. Like, it wasn't about the hints. The thing that was encapsulating about the entire press conference was like, he's like, oh, I don't know how I just can go through with this, you know, but you guys should definitely keep calling the Bucks. Please keep calling the Bucks. And then he's like, and I need this to stop. It needs to stop. But it is pretty great that everybody keeps talking about me. I'm not going to lie. Like that is what it was just captivating about the entire thing yesterday.
All right.
Take a break. Back after this. All right, we got to be quick here because Giannis was yammering too much. And we got to play a little "You Dead to Me," but I come to you with a really unfortunate announcement. Really, really tough news. The Myrtle Beach Bowl looks like it is cinched up. I mean, Western Michigan's up 41-6 in the third quarter. I don't think that Kennesaw State's going to come back, Leroy. Truly amazing. The work week is done in 25 minutes. He's sitting here. Can I just tell you, knee deep in a sandwich.
No, I'm not.
Okay. What are you eating?
Rib roll.
Leroy, you amaze me every single time.
The show's over in 25 minutes, not even 20 minutes, because we got a break to get to the next show. And you're sitting here knee deep in a rib roll.
Well, here's the problem.
What were you doing during the 8-minute commercial break?
Getting it ready.
Oh, my God.
Everybody can't eat like you, Tobin. You host food down like...
No radio host eats on the air. None of them.
I mean, I do, but I try to hide. But not like Leroy.
No, he's just like ASMR.
Leroy will eat right in front of the camera and no shame.
Come along for the ride here while I house down some flannies.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for this weekend and to finish this last segment. But I'm thinking about you.
You know what? We have one more commercial thing. Just go eat your rib roll. We'll be back and play a little "You're Dead to Me" coming up.
You better not be munching the next segment.
I'll be done.
We got Game Day Uncensored coming your way 9 a.m. on Sunday, getting you ready for Dolphins and Bengals. Game Day
Say
Uncensored.
it. Quinn Ewers Dolphins.
Quinn Ewers Dolphins, dude. Game Day Uncensored brought to you by the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models for a limited time. Learn more at Lexus.com. Let's bury some people. You're dead to me. You guys were talking all that trash this week. Oh, it's no worry about the pass rush. Oh, they got a great run defense. We put up 200 on Mizzou. Lot of chirping from the old noise pipers at
That's
Texas.
not something you brag about.
They've been piping in a lot of noise, dude. And I got to tell you, I don't have to bury you. The Holy One himself who blessed you guys. You already know. The Aggies. You're dead to me, dude. Tomorrow at high noon.
You're dead to me.
Leroy?
So we just talked about a bowl game. And I used to enjoy filling out my little card for the bowl season. I mean, they had a bowl game 2 days after the college football playoff was. And it used to have more pop to it. Just watching football during the holidays all day. I'm out. Bowl season, dead to me.
You're dead to me.
And side note, so is Notre Dame for deciding not to let their kids play in a bowl.
What about the Staph DNA Cure Bowl?
What they cure? Staph infection? No, it said Staph Cure Bowl.
I understand the conclusion.
They got me with the Frisco smoothie, whatever that was.
Crazy.
Like, I get it. Like, for some of these kids, it's a cool thing. It's like an accomplishment to win enough games to play in a bowl game, right? Some guys go to college and they only play in 1 or 2 bowls a whole year, which means you suck because to get in a bowl, you only got to win 6 games.
Got the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl next week.
Ooh, that thing is just going to be smoky.
Let me ask you this. The gift bag in that, is that cannabis?
One would think.
You have to, right?
One would think.
A bowl, a
Gummies.
a lighter.
It's all right there.
Gummies.
Gummies.
Yeah.
Where is it held?
Gotta be LA.
That's the Arizona Bowl, so I'm
it's
assuming.
Arizona? Scottsdale.
Are they Vegas or no? Because Vegas, the whole city, they just walk and smoke.
Oh, yeah. It's Miami of Ohio against Fresno State at Arizona Stadium.
Fresno State.
Where's Arizona Stadium? Is that in Tucson?
I don't know. J-Fig, who's dead to you?
So my dead to me is basically a what if situation. It still hasn't happened yet, but I'm ready to go ahead and declare
preemptive dead to me.
Correct. If I see that Jake Paul wins this fight, I'm gonna lose my mind. Because like your gut says, it says Anthony Joshua's gonna do something dirty to him. It's not gonna end well for him. Sure, I can see that. I think anyone with eyes could see that. Now, if Anthony Joshua loses, all rigged. All rigged. And there's moments during the press conference also where I saw that they looked a little bit too playful, a little bit too friendly. I didn't like that.
Too much jokey jokes.
Too much jokey jokes.
I mean,
You can be nice to somebody and still knock their ass out.
Anthony Joshua's a very pleasant man. Very pleasant man. A proper Brit.
That's the English boxers, right? They're very
Not Tyson Fury.
No. Is he English though? Or is he?
He's a gypsy.
He's a gypsy.
Right.
Yeah, he's just a maniac. Who's dead to you, Vlad?
Giannis, man. I'm not proud of you, man. That was bad, man. That was show poniness to the 10th degree. If there was a figure, a mascot for show poniness, Tobin, he knocked you out of it. He's taking number 1. That was disgusting at the end. I'm the hottest chick in the game. That's
That
the
would
name of the
cause
hour.
me to leave the room.
What? By the way, if I was a female reporter, I would have left.
Yeah, for sure. You would have heard the door right after that.
Like, I would have been like, really? I'm the hottest chick in the game. That was nasty.
Okay.
That's nasty. Yeah, you're dead.
Tobin, you probably should have led with that.
You're dead to me.
Why?
No, it was great that he ended it with that.
He
I
built up
told
the
you.
anticipation, you know?
I told you it was a captivating 18 minutes he spoke for. And J-Vig's right. He likes the sound of his own voice.
He does. He
Oh,
does.
stop it.
That means that's why he wants to go to a big market.
Hey, D Sizzle said it perfectly. Vlad, you charlatan.
Oh,
Giannis Giannis to New York, you'll forgive him.
Oh, Giannis to New York, you'll forgive him?
You get away.
I can only speak with the facts that I have.
You can only speak what's happening
I
now.
can only speak with the things that I have in front of me right now.
Hey, he goes.
No fantasy. I can't
You know what, Vlad?
That
you
little
should've-
grin ended up.
Vlad, you should have pulled the Tobin. Hard to say.
I did.
He did pull it, Tobin.
I did pull Tobin. It's hard to say, you know. I can only deal with the things that are in front of me. I can only deal with that.
What's in front of me now is it's disgusting behavior. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, listen, if he ends up.
He goes to New York, you'll be like, you know what? You are hot.
I think we could.
The hottest one here.
You're a timepiece. Come to me, baby. Come to me.
Not even hot.
You want to go to the Met Gala? You know what I mean? Like, let's go. But now you're in Milwaukee. You're pulling all these shenanigans.
So basically, this has become Flip Flop Friday.
No way to end the
The weather's
show.
nice
How much
outside, you know.
flip-floppery?
If you want to go get a pedicure, go ahead.
We've
Get your
learned
flip-flop.
We've learned 4 teams Giannis doesn't want to be a part of. He doesn't
Down
want to be a
Detroit.
Buck. He doesn't want to be a Grizzly. He doesn't want to be a
Detroit
Pelican, and he doesn't want to be a Piston.
Right.
Anybody who was named in that press conference, he's definitely not going to. Oh man!
Wow.
Alrighty.
That's
Well,
brutal.
You can
Same
also
thing
tell he was trying to be very careful also with the way he was choosing the teams to make sure one didn't slip, you know?
I think Mrs. Antetokounmpo was like, "Hey, how about a fewer references to me while you're flip flopping out here?"
I
huh?"
mean, he was throwing her under the bus.
He's like, I mean,
Yeah.
she doesn't stop shopping.
I mean, but I got to tell you,
I'd rather
with all that money he got, if all he got to worry about is how much his wife shop at Target,
You're good.
you're good.
You're fine.
This way. That's why I don't understand why he's upset. Let her shop
Right.
at the Target in Milwaukee before she shops at Bal Harbor in Miami or Saks Fifth Avenue in New York. Yeah, you're not going to be too happy with that.
Aventura.
Oh, Ventura, right. Oh, let her find out Sawgrass. Oh, my God. I can get an exercise and shop.
Honey, I found this place. It's called the Design District.
Oh, no. There you go.
What is this? Art Deco.
Enough of this. Just go back to Target. Can't take it. It's like Giannis is like going to sit here. He's like,
Nick said Vlad would be at JFK waving 2 euros landing strip of New York. Giannis, like,
€2. I'm giving him a bacon. He's getting a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
is there a little
with
grease in?
bagel.
Is there a little grease in New York?
Yeah. Oh my.
There's a little everything.
Yeah. I'm definitely bringing the gyros with me. Yeah. Gyros. Yeah. It's definitely coming back.
All right, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend.
Lot of
Action
sports to
packed. Lots of sports. Lots to talk about on Monday. And so we will talk to you rascals then. Enjoy your weekend, everybody.